That's right.
Lots
chewy day-old pizza, alcohol.
Speaking of video games, I guess a game I was actually kind of anticipating, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. So I think his first involvement actually making a video game, kind of known as kind of a director who's kind of a gamer, despite his advanced age of 135 years old. I'd say we're pretty big Carpenter fans for the most part.
Huge. He's my favorite director.
Yeah, so I'd say like many people who try to make podcasts, I assume. Oh, let me try to get this.
Actually, my favorite film is The Thing. Said no one ever. I love The Thing. I've got my Laserdisc copy over there.
So I guess we're restarting a quick beer review. What's Uptown Light?
Yeah, Uptown Light. Don't know who brews that. It's the Miami University beer.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess so much for leaving out our location. And I've got Cincy Light, which is the University of Cincinnati athletic program beer.
I guess we'll you can paint the picture, I guess, if you want to. Let's see. Support your local brewers. I'm sure this is great. Let's see. I don't know. That kind of origin story, it just sucks as kind of an origin. Again, this is so...
Oh, and on page 27, he describes Doki Doki Panic again. I think we're 10 pages away from the first time he described it.
Yeah. So it was really... 27... Well,
roughly that.
You gonna read how I wrote?
Yep, 10 pages away, he describes Doki Doki Panic twice.
Look how I wrote that note in my... Look at the bottom of the page.
Did you know? Is that my doing, or
I did? No,
okay, because I brought that up. That's like my own Scott Pilgrim, Pac-Man, Puckman.
I think that's become like a common like thing to make fun of someone if they're like writing obvious video game true. I think the who was like the straight ripoff of AVGN, the irate gamer. I think he got a lot of shit for kind of doing a Mario 2 review one time and just kind of basically hit that a whole bunch of times. So.
Oh no, he's describing this because it's his disappointment that Super Mario Brothers 2 is not actually a bona fide Mario game. And that's why he's upset, and that's why he's describing it again, to add some context. And then he goes on for another paragraph to describe the real Super Mario Brothers 2 in Japan, and how he wouldn't ever get that for years.
Okay.
Until the eShop or whatever, the Game Boy Advance
port. That game
is
fucking awful. Have you ever played it?
It sucks.
Dude, it is unplayable. Don't ever play the real Mario 2.
I don't believe it when they say they make games easier for Americans. I think they just only give us the good ones.
Yeah. Well, that's like, okay, here's like...
Because that's the excuse I always heard about not getting the true Super Mario Brothers 2 over here.
Here's like another thing that like I always thought was kind of annoying is the people who like... You know what the biggest problem Nintendo is? They don't import like these dog shit anime games. Like fucking
good. I don't want them.
It was like I don't give a shit about Fire Emblem. Like what the fuck is this?
You played Mario Brothers 2 though, right? The actual Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah, it's a great game.
No, I mean the Japanese one.
Oh, yes, I have. Yes. Oh, so actually, a good rec for a cheap. If you want, probably the cheapest Nintendo game you can buy on the eShop, I think, is NES World Championship. That's I think I had you play it one time.
Yeah, I really thought it was cool for like a week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I think that was most people's impression.
Yeah. I actually beat it. So it was I think you have to get like an A or higher. Like it grades you like an S. Like an S.
Problem is when I was playing it and there was like a Kirby level, it's like I just want to play Kirby's Adventure on the NES instead because that music bops.
They're all speedrunning challenges, so they're all like. It kind of goes against what the NES is about, which is kind of like survival and like points accumulating. So it's like speedrunning has kind of become like a more modern, how we more modernly conceptualize gaming, I guess.
Speedrunning sucks. I don't understand how people watch that. I guess it's like watching sports.
I would really prefer
it's the same argument. Like, why would you watch someone do something better than you?
I would really prefer if you be quiet.
Oh man, I'd love to do one in Chibi.
Let's I don't want to copy beat for beat what Magic Mush does though.
I know, but man,
There's
Chibi's one of my favorites.
There's a lot of overlap with a lot of these people, which actually I wrote on page 28. I don't want to copy all these people who do the same genre of people, but I couldn't help but bring up. Who do you think I'm going to bring up, by the way?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading a little bit.
No. So what I noticed is that Bob loves that stupid Super Mario Super Show, which is I think people only know these days for like the YouTube poops.
Yes.
And the famous Lou Albano, like, if you do drugs, you go hell before you die.
Yeah, all the memes.
All the memes.
Damn, I wanted to play you one. Hang on.
I think these days the Hotel Mario gets kind of...
love Hotel Mario. We grew up on those, all the YouTube poops.
Yes. So, yeah, I always not scold people, but like I always disagree when someone always use the term brain rot because we were listening to some stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube poop, that was true. I think that's almost lower effort content, a lot of this shit today.
I mean, all they did was just turn a JPEG left to right to like the beat of a song.
Yeah, it was there's only so many ways you can have Dr. Robotnik say Pingus.
Hey, Mario, look what I made! It's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it.
It's a football.
I chiseled it. Well, what are you waiting for? Throw me a pass. It's even official size. Yeah, but not official weight.
So imagine like hundreds of that.
We never saw the show on TV, but it's just burned into my brain.
Oh yeah.
Because of stupid clips like that.
We love that was our childhood. I don't think I would call us we're nostalgic for it in, I think, a different way than Bob is for his.
All the CDI games. Here's the map.
Here's the map.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
Gee, it sure is boring.
Duncan, how many times do you think about Morshu a week?
Oh, probably at least once. At
least once for me.
Yeah. I would say what a character.
You can't say rope in front of me without
bombs,
lamp oil. You want it?
So it's like this was a short run Saturday morning cartoon that was kind of like half. It was not even a cartoon. It was like half cartoon, half like just a bunch of guys dressed in shitty costumes. And it was like wasn't like at the time.
Well, animated section. They're trying to do Pee-wee's Playhouse, where he's got a cartoon and then the live action, and then he says that in there.
Oh, okay.
Which I've seen Pee-wee's Playhouse like once.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think we had a neighborhood friend. I'm not gonna mention.
Yeah, we both did.
No, I'm not gonna mention my name. Who was into that shit?
Ironically, though, or something. I don't know.
There's at some point there's sincerity there. So this was a short run Saturday morning cartoon skit show, and then you know more about the history of Nintendo than I do, probably a little bit, but. Like, wasn't like Nintendo of America was basically just kind of winging it with the...
Yeah, they're on their own. They're left to their own devices. They import the games, and that's about it. Then they got to do the translations, and a lot of times they just make stuff up.
Yeah, so it's like, I think like the lore of Mario didn't merge until like, I would say like, what, the early 90s?
And Bob is extremely concerned about the integrity of the lore, which I don't think matters at all. I'm just happy there's goofy content out there.
It is so weird how I'd say Zelda fans are more guilty of this than the Mario fans.
Oh, yeah, the Zelda timeline stuff. I think that's garbage, too, and I feel like I'm in the minority a lot of times that I do not care how the games connect. I view them as their own.
If you try to connect those games, your brain will like break. It's like you can't.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Mario. Bob tries to do that later on in the book.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I would say, page 29, I guess.
He mentions his Nintendo Power subscription. Yeah. He is addicted to Nintendo Power because, like we're talking about the lore, he likes connecting the games to each other and trying to find anything to bring them together, to make it make sense, to give it a deeper meaning that it does not deserve, in my opinion, and I think yours too.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're not anti-Mario. I think we just don't
love Mario.
We just don't care about the lore behind Nintendo games. They're clearly Nintendo of Japan does not care. I don't think you should either.
He's talking about later on page 29 how he was going to Catholic school and getting into trouble a lot because he was lazy and just didn't do his homework, I'm assuming. And he talks about trying to get fixed. My favorite sentence of this whole page, and maybe this section, is, "They tried therapy, but I developed an unhelpful hobby of reading about child psychiatry techniques and then either purposefully subverting them or smugly informing them, the therapist, that I knew why he was doing what he was doing." So even as he just thinks he's smarter than everyone.
He literally thought he could outsmart a child, like not like a child psychiatrist could like not figure out that he was trying to work around. I mean, no, first of all, no kid could read at that reading level. He clearly like isn't that smart because he literally just says he got bad grades in like basically every subject. Like, so
Yeah,
like
I test well or whatever.
yeah. He's that kind of
Point
kid.
is that Bob being very, very smart comes up a lot in this book.
Yeah. Well, yes. Again, like
in his tweets and his content.
It is so weird because like he kind of created a Special Boy narrative where he's like, it's like, oh, just a kid who's bad at everything, and all of a sudden finds out he has the magical powers, but his magical power is just memorizing.
Yeah, his parents were wizards.
Yeah, he's just like it's Harry Potter, but then his wizard power is literally just memorizing game trivia. Like that's like that's how creative he is.
Do you have any notes on the wizard section?
I do.
I don't.
I would say I briefly considered watching The Wizard.
I think we've seen enough clips.
Yeah, that's one that actually kind of got memeified in the early 2010s.
AVGN talks about it, and I think that's how I know most of it in his Power Glove review.
I watched the finale scene of like them playing Mario 3, and I think I got the gist. It's like he also weirdly calls it a Rain Man ripoff, and I was like, I know enough about the Wizard, and I've seen.
Well, isn't like the kid like they pull him out of like a home or something, or
that's the only extent. It's kind of like Rain Man, but Rain Man, it's more like, hey, pick up your brother. Like he's like,
it's Rayman. Well, the character, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
Well, I think he compares the film itself, and I think it's the only similarity I see is like the kid's like in an asylum, not
He's a savant or whatever the word is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he's obsessed with that movie too because again, it's extending the lore and the universe of Mario in a bigger way.
I will say I did not watch it.
And it's the introduction of Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yes, yeah. I guess I should say that's the important part. Why we're talking about the Wizard. It's the movie starring Fred Savage, who was a kid. I believe I don't know much about. I don't know much about like 80s stuff, but like I guess he was on the Wonder Years. I guess you remember that show?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh.
No.
Okay, it was like essentially it's about a kid who travels cross country to like I think California to like enter a video game contest, and I guess spoilers it is the reveal to play Mario 3, and I guess it was also one cool thing. Not cool. I hate that I said that.
I know what you're gonna say.
It's like there's a reveal of the warp whistle.
Mm-hmm.
in the movie, and you kind of had to watch the movie to like know how to skip large portions of the game, because otherwise you wouldn't know what the fuck this thing is.
And the magical kid is the only one who knows where the warp whistle is.
Yeah. So that's all I'll probably talk about the Wizard. Again,
we're not going to describe how Super Mario Brothers 3 works, right? Like Bob.
I mean,
I don't have any desire to.
I don't care enough. It's a game that you
just go play the game.
Just go play the game.
Yeah.
It's essentially the first Mario game, but bigger on a bigger scale,
better,
and really that's kind of all I have to say about it.
Ooh, page 33. He's excited to see the numbers climb into the double digits for the games.
Folks, we love big numbers.
Your politics are our politics.
Ironically, yeah. Ironically, he does hate Mr. Drumpf quite a bit, but he does like number go up, much like
folks, we love him.
Also, page 33, he casually drops the term race war.
Whoa,
yeah.
What is he talking about? Console war stuff?
He's talking about the Nike commercial.
How did I highlight numbers climb up instead of race war? Where is that?
I swear he says race war. Great
Cold War Nike. Yeah, Nike essentially started a race war among my sports fan friends by selling the Magic shoe and the Bird shoe. It's whatever.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He's talking about, the 90s was the most divided time in American history.
Do we?
I love that when people say shit like that, because it's like the Revolutionary War the Civil War never happened for American history.
One of my favorite things of shitty documentaries, it was like when they literally the documentary was essentially in 1 year it was something, and then it changes. Like CNN did this decades themed documentary series a couple I want to say 10 years ago or so. And it was at the beginning of the decade, music was like this. And then by the end of the decade, music was like this. And it was time passed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was...
Yeah, the whole section is just him rambling on about video games and how divided everyone was with the different kinds of video game systems you could get.
Yeah. One of the most just utterly retarded takes I've heard. Are we doing that one?
You're allowed.
Okay. It was all those movies from 1999, like Office Space and The Matrix. Literally the worst thing about your life could be is having a job. I know. It was that's not the fucking point of these movies. We love media literacy here.
Oh yeah, I did have that in my notes that we were supposed to talk about media literacy for the intro. And how we're both very media literate people.
It's very important.
Next time.
Media literacy is indeed dead.
I have a PhD in media literacy and woman respecting.
Page 34. Again, I've ignored a lot of the grammatical errors and spelling errors because, it's basically a self-published book, and you can't catch everything. But he does do one that utterly pissed me off, is he spelled the word pastime as pass time, as in 2 words, PSS time. That just irritated the shit out of me. It was I don't know why.
Dude, he's going on about Sonic the Hedgehog, and the commercials back then were awesome. They drew the Super Nintendo, the shitty old ice cream truck with the smoke belching out the back.
Yeah.
And it's stalling on the drag strip. And the Genesis is an F1 car just right past it. It's this isn't your Super Nintendo's your little brother's console. And Bob takes that to heart.
I do. I have a funny...
I just think it's really good marketing.
See, I have a funny childhood story. I think maybe I was more like Bob than I like to admit, in the sense that
everyone is.
I took the...
He's the dark part of everyone's heart. That's from Kingdom Hearts, I think. I think Goofy says that.
Ooh, the dark part.
Sora, you gotta remove the darkness from your heart.
No, I was gonna say
I've never played Kingdom Hearts. I've just seen the clip.
The thing that reminded me, because maybe not so much Sega commercials, but I remember explicitly this Crash Bandicoot commercial that absolutely worked on me, because it was Crash Bandicoot pulled up in front of the Nintendo office with a megaphone, and he was supposed to have attitude, the one in
Seattle. It's the guy in the big costume, right?
Yeah. And I as a kid who was I was well, I'm a kid, I'm a baby. It was clearly Nintendo games are for me, because Crash Bandicoot's a little too mature, a little too extreme for me. So the marketing did not work, because I was well, I'm a kid. I was clearly I don't know. So that's my Bob moment, where it's do you want to go on to? One thing.
Let's see. He's upset about the Super Mario Brothers movie again. He really repeats himself a lot.
Yes. Again. Do you want to discuss the Mario movie and why it sucks?
It doesn't. This theme that I keep hitting on is that it doesn't follow the lore, or at least in the way that Bob likes. And I think it's a really cool movie. I don't think it's a good Mario movie.
Yeah,
it is just so alien.
Here's a movie that you also made me watch at one point, and that was I think it probably came out the same year. A movie called Nothing But Trouble.
Yes,
and I think they have very similar kind of modern day followings, in the sense that it's a movie that was a huge failure when it came out, and had kind of what we would call like critical reappraisal.
Really great ideas.
I would say I should say I don't hate the Mario movie entirely. I just think it
shouldn't have been a Mario movie. It should have just been like a Blade Runner ripoff instead.
I still think the script is bad and it's not narratively very fun.
Blue collar guys going into an alternative dimension. I think that's, man, I just love the cars. They look like bumper cars.
Oh, no.
And there's like sparks flying everywhere.
I'm not disagreeing that the set designs are great. I just think.
And then like Cheap is like this humongous African American woman on these giant like pogo stick boots.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not disagreeing with that. A lot of the concept is good. I just think that like it needs a more coherent script because it's kind of all over the place.
But what they had to go off of them was Super Mario Brothers 1.
I guess, yeah.
And you're looking at like an 8-pixel high character going like, fuck, how do we turn this into a movie? What is this supposed to mean? Also, lots of cocaine and drugs. And everyone sounds like they're drunk the whole movie.
I think people say Bob Hoskins' performance is bad. I think he puts the correct amount of effort into the performance.
He's coming. Bob mentions this. Bob Chipman mentions this, that he's coming off of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is another kind of geared towards children movie that families.
Yeah. It was kind of
where he's giving kind of the same character. Where he's the straight man in a wacky world.
Yeah. But the problem is Mario has...
Straight man? Is that what you're supposed to say?
Straight man? Oh, do not? Straight man.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I always think that that's I am straight.
Well, you know, like in the terms of like a comedy kind of trope, I guess. Is
right, the normal guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Like us fellas, you know.
Interpret that however you want, because I agree with you.
Yeah, so kind of, I mean, again, like, regardless of our opinions on it or Bob's, who gives...
Whatever you are, that's normal to us. Because we look just like you and act just like you do and do the exact same things as you and have the same political beliefs and social standing. And values.
I mean, we are. I mean, probably because we are on a podcast, so
we know what kind of we know what kind of people this is going to appeal to most likely.
We know what side our bread,
and if not, leave a comment.
We know what side our bread is buttered on. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Regardless of like what we think of the Mario movie, it did not succeed financially, which I think is like kind of goes into like how video game movies. Like, I think their success.
The writer went on to make Atlas Shrugged Part 2.
Have you seen those?
Oh, just the first one.
Oh my god!
Because my cousin was reading the book. I'm like, that looks awesome. It's got trains in it.
Speaking of books that Billy fucking reads, holy shit, Ayn Rand is not Ayn Rand. I mean, actually, I think Fountainhead's not bad, and actually Anthem's not bad. Sorry,
I was really disappointed by Atlas Shrugged because there wasn't enough trains in it.
I know it's a book about trains. There's a train on the fucking cover. It's little to do with trains. So. Atlas does indeed, and also Atlas doesn't shrug. What the doesn't happen in the book.
No, it's a great title.
I know it's a great title for kind of a shitty
image
book.
It invokes. I don't know.
Anyway, I guess page 38 about the Mario movie.
That's my door lock.
Oh jeez,
don't worry about it.
The shit out of me. I needed it to be good. Things were changing and not in a good way. Page 38. He
if Bob was in control, he could save Mario.
It's weird. I don't know. It's weird to think of like kind of as like true adolescence as a good time. Like high school sucked, but like junior high very sucked. And he seems to really revel in like junior high age, like ages like 10 to 14 or so, and like apparently had an awful time in high school. I don't know, it's a weird life story, and kind of it's both very common and also very weird. Page 38. This is the infamous, if you know anything about this book, you probably heard this line. This is in the movie Bob, the Magic Mush video, and probably every video about this book or him in general. The great console wars dragged on like my own personal Vietnam. Page 38. 39.
39. Yeah, I was going to say.
39, sorry. So here he kind of moves into his high school years.
I'm going to highlight that just in case I ever open up this book again, which is probably not going to happen.
Again, no.
No, you can call me Will.
Okay. We'll probably have the most dog-eared copies of. Probably Bob doesn't even own a copy that he probably just has probably just read the Word doc he made this on. That's a line. I don't. It's so.
In my memories, the Great Console Wars dragged on like my own private Vietnam.
What did I say? Did I say private?
That's what you said.
I said personal. Okay.
It's the same thing.
I guess I transcribed it wrong. Okay.
No, I just wanted to read it again to really pound it in how dumb it is.
It's so I mean, again, like people can be traumatized by. I mean, you shouldn't be, but people can be.
Sure, it happens all the time. It's happening every minute.
Yeah, but like you're not special, Mr. Bob. I'm sorry. It's like, and also to be.
It's not just that. He's confusing growing up with the console wars.
It's like, dude, you were like, by the time you're, I'm gonna
girls, bullies, school. But you chose consoles.
You know, I'm just gonna steal a Shane Gillis line. If you started jacking off, you can't video game lie.
You can't what?
You can't video. Well, he's talking. It's the context of like Elon Musk. Like, you know how he's like been just lying about playing like Diablo.
Yeah.
For like he's like a level like 100 player and like this.
Sure.
Regardless, and like they're talking, I think he was on a podcast one time. It was like, dude, like once you jizzed, you can't video game lie anymore. And like Bob, and like again, like not the same thing, but it's like, dude, like you could play video games. You could play video games at any time in your life, but you can't care about video games as like a sports team. It's kind of how he's treating it,
right?
By the time you're like 15, I mean,
at least you can find community in a sports team.
Right. You could show. I mean,
your dad might respect you.
Yeah. You might get laid.
Yeah,
you can get. Yeah, like
people might think you're interesting.
Yeah. You have community, a local pride, if you will. He also on page 38, he refers to his classmates as hoodlums. Which was great.
Are we allowed to say that word anymore?
Probably not even in 2013. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like
hoodlums sounds like a word like you'd see in like a Facebook post about like if on the news they post like new bus station opening in Anderson Township, and sorry, geography.
Whatever.
Anderson Township, and it was like all the posts are like, it was like those hoodlums are gonna come to the shopping mall.
This is like the Nextdoor app.
Yeah, like Nextdoor. That's the only time I'd ever see that. Is like just like deranged Facebook posts about like urban style issues.
Still having your Super Nintendo plugged in, you might as well be sleeping with a teddy bear.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
His imagery is so off. I mean, again, like I don't know about his actual life, but like, dude,
why are you so worried about who's going to see your Super Nintendo in your bedroom?
Definitely no girls. Do we know?
There's no risk of that.
He's okay. I mean, we don't have to dive into his sexuality, but let's do it anyways.
That's something I've never thought of.
I don't.
This is the most I've ever thought about.
I don't think
movie Bob having sex.
Virgin,
or lack thereof.
Virgin, right? I'm assuming to this day.
Yeah,
I would say yes. He there's almost like a weird like sense of never had sex, and he just kind of has it.
I feel like he's got girls in all caps somewhere.
Yes, he does.
I think it's a little later.
That's later, but I think you're right.
I know he got really excited about the public access TV girl on his review show, but that's again later.
He says like something about along the lines of like sex, drugs, and girls, and it was like, dude,
it's the line you are looking for. I was just reading about it. College prep classes, girls, sex, drugs, and social hierarchy were giving me my headaches.
You did none of those things. Unless
that's what I wrote.
And unless you count like
I've got Shore Buddy.
unless you count like Schweppes and like Crown.
Teenage social life was leaving less and less time for gaming. That's the only point in your life you have time for video games.
I know,
unless
right?
you make time.
It was like, dude, like you do a little homework, you show up to school.
Do you think he did sports?
I'm sure his parents made him do something.
No.
The fucking tennis team or something.
No, chess club, something, I guess,
You-
maybe.
You know what?
But you still get home at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And he definitely was not. I don't know. Was he? I mean, I can also picture him. He doesn't even come across like band guy.
No. I'm thinking no extracurriculars because he doesn't talk about it at all.
Because if he was in the band, like, dude, like guys, movie Bob tier guys would get laid in like the band all the time.
I don't think we'd have this book if he had one extracurricular. Just model UN.
One thing
Debate club. He'd love that.
he would love that. One thing I wrote down
Peter.
is he and I get like this was 30 years ago and he lived on the East Coast. I think like urban Boston. We said Boston, right?
Yeah.
He says that there was Greek, Italian, and Irish hoodlums. Again, and it was like, dude, like by the 90s, like all those ethnicities entered the monoculture. Like there's no, like, I mean, again, like we're broadcasting from the Midwest, so maybe we're not a part of the East Coast.
I don't know anything about the East Coast.
Yeah. Even then, I think there's just like there's no.
I just look at everyone and say, "You and me, we're not so different after all."
You know, we're just we're
You like beer, I like beer. You like speed, I like speed.
Yeah, the weird half upper Midwest, half South dialect that you hear some people have here.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let's see, on page 46, he was really, really bitter about Pokemon becoming more popular than the other Nintendo games. He's very bitter about Pikachu.
That's where the numbers go up the biggest.
Yeah, it's like the biggest game in the world, like for the next 20 years.
I think Pokemon ZA just came out. I think that even though the first Nintendo Switch 2 Pokemon exclusive. So there you go. But yeah, no, Pokemon huge. He should be happy if he see this is where he differs from sports. It's like he wants his team to win a certain way.
Oh, on page 46, he also mentions that he bought a Virtual Boy. He's one of like 5 people on the planet who owned a Virtual Boy.
I skipped over. I didn't skip. I just didn't write notes for that section.
Oh no, making it the first Nintendo console other than the Virtual Boy I didn't own myself. He didn't own a GameCube. GameCube was awesome.
I was going to talk about this game. His actually GameCube section is actually kind of well written. I think it's because he didn't care about it.
Yeah.
I think there's part of it where it's like he actually had enough detachment to actually have like.
And in parentheses he says, in reference to Mario Party, the series had reached 7 installments during its time on the Cube. Very obsessed with numbers,
folks. Kind of going back a little bit. Kind of something that he does a lot. Again, Bob's kind of a hateful little guy. But this is something that was kind of common with like lefty people, I would say, in like the 2013 era, is that you could be pretty bigoted and mean if like your target was like white or religious.
Yeah.
Like I would say that was kind of the vibe. Like, you know, you're online atheist. You're kind of
that's just a white guy problem.
Yeah. That was and that pops up in this book occasionally. I don't want to get too into that occasionally, but it kind of was like that was kind of I think people do that less and less these days. Like people are kind of
yeah, it's pretty mean.
Yeah.
Everyone has problems.
Yeah, so I think, but I was like, that was kind of that was like the consensus of humor was kind of like being mean to, especially religious people, I would say, during that time period.
It's all just dunking on your dad, you know.
That was part of it.
F you, mom and dad.
Well, it was also kind of nice because that was the period.
Video games are the counterculture.
Yeah. Well, that was also the time period, like, you would have, like, your Dawkins or, like, Sam, like public intellectuals, like, basically like validate the feeling like your dad taking you to Sunday school, like was
sure wrong. TED Talks.
Yeah. But yeah, that I mean, yeah. Again, don't want to get too much into it about
Neil deGrasse Tyson, putting presents under the science mystery.
I have a theory that like our current moment is made by the online atheists. Well, because like here's what happened was everyone who got dunked on by some kid with fingerless gloves.
The Amazing Atheist?
No, just online atheists.
I forget what Amazing
Because like
Atheist.
from 2008 to like 2013, like you could just get bodied by some kid in fingerless gloves and a fedora, and like you had no repercussions because like you were just some kid, and this kid like all he did was watch like TED Talks about religion, or like Dawkins interview.
I remember watching the debate between Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, and John Hamm, Ken Ham.
I forget.
Yeah. A Creation Museum, shout out.
I don't think they got anywhere with that. I forgot. Anyway, it was a weird time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What time isn't weird?
That was weird. That particular aspect of culture where it's like the kind of dominant perspective of like atheism.
Yeah, we can't let the religious bigots win.
Yeah, that was definitely, I would call.
Or religion's what is it? Religion of slavery. Like that meme with the sword jack or whatever.
Well, not just that, but also like in the sense that like that's kind of the method of how to take people. Like think about that. Like all those like Charlie Kirk, I guess dead now, but like what essentially he would do is what like online atheists would do in like 10 years ago or so, where he would kind of debate like your intellectual lesser.
Sure. Ben Shapiro, Facts and Logic, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So I think like kind of the right has took kind of the methodology of like the atheist of the 2013 and just kind of like flipped it with their own ideology. It's very easy to debate someone unprepared.
Sure.
Oh yeah, movie Bob.
Yeah, that thing.
So kind of one thing on page 40.
Oh whoa, yeah.
Oh sorry.
I zipped ahead.
Going back.
Like JRPGs.
The JRPG thing. I was like, dude, like he has a whole page basically explaining what a JRPG is. And I was like, dude, if someone knows what a video game is, they know what
or Nintendo.
Nintendo, it's like you really need to, again, this is
the J in JRPG stands for Japan.
Yeah, I was like, actually, for the longest time, I thought it was Junior.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You don't have to know what JRPG stands for to know what it is.
Also on page 40, the famous Yoshi's Island meltdown. Yeah, if you want to find the passage, because this one actually might require being read.
The game that was initially advertised as Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, is today remembered as one of Miyamoto's masterworks, a triumph on every level of game design. The history of its production is legend. Taken aback by a Nintendo's boss's suggestion that he make the game's appearance less cartoony and more like Donkey Kong Country, a spin-off series that used pre-rendered 3D images as sprites to try and match the graphical prowess of the emerging CD-based consoles, Miyamoto doubled down and ordered that these games' visuals be tweaked to resemble children's crayon drawings. The result? A mega-selling, award-winning classic, and a stern reminder to Nintendo not to question their golden boy. Is that what you're looking for?
No. What I was looking for
Oops.
But that's a good sample of kind of his prose, I guess.
Also, I don't think Super Mario World 2 sold super well. I was looking up the numbers since Bob brings it up enough. I got them written down somewhere.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Let's see. The Mushroom Kingdom. What? Mario and Luigi were born in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah. Damn it. I've got all my notes over there on 41. You said to read 40.
Oh, I'm sorry. How'd they grow up in Brooklyn then? Were they sent there at some point? Like Superman, unaware of their real origins? And how were they Italian-American if they came from a world where no Italy and no America? Oh, maybe that'll... And it just goes on like that. So,
I didn't have a breakdown or anything. It sounds like you did.
It sounds like you did. But so, anyways, you can go into that, I guess. So, again, back to he loves the lore of these stupid games. I shouldn't say stupid. You know what I mean.
They're stupid. They're stupid in the way Bugs Bunny cartoons are stupid. I like them a lot.
Very much so. I guess skipping ahead, I mean, there's not much more to say about that one other than just that's a very sad way to approach. I think that's kind of another infamous poll.
I've been hanging out on page 47 when he gets into his public access TV show.
Yes, yeah. This thing where he totally lied about like how he disagreed about the Passion of the Christ.
Yeah,
and it was like, by the way, this was like he volunteered for I guess helping out with like a public access. Again, this is like in suburban Boston, I guess. Maybe there's archives of this thing if you are a good enough sleuth.
I like. Did you say Bob's like a feminist?
Yes, yeah. In the sense of like a lot of those guys were, where it's like you could tell, like one, it was just the moment of the time, like 2013 to 2019.
I did highlight the sentence, but he said, "I was hired to do the show thing with this person and a female co-host." Which I think it's so funny. You have to specify it's a female
and a co-host. Just saying a co-host.
So
that's
just two people or whatever, two co-hosts.
We're egalitarians here, folks.
This goes into your theory about his sexuality and possibly being a virgin, and maybe that was the last time he was in close contact with a woman that wasn't from his family.
He is. I mean, I can picture him being very repellent to like any type of like even like nerd girls, or like I could just picture him just not even him just scaring females. I
think at this point in time, 2010s or whatever, 2000s, even late 90s, if you're a nerd girl, you kind of had your pick of the litter.
Yeah, that time. Yeah.
The gamer girl meme. Back
to Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim is
Yeah,
watch that. It's actually a documentary. I live that life.
Page 49.
I wrote just consume because he's going off about his special Game Boy Advance that's had art that painted and art designed to resemble an NES.
The NES Classic edition with like the cartridges, the black box cartridges.
Yeah.
Those are cool. I think they actually sell for a lot these days.
They do.
Oh, okay.
They're useless toys though.
Speaking of his time playing the GBA, so he has this stupid story that like I'm not even sure. I had to read it several times over to like even see is like, am I reading this correctly? Because this is so dumb what he did. He worked at.
Do you have it paraphrased?
We
didn't even get into the. Is it worth going into the public access TV thing where he's like in the van with his ultra Christian?
Oh, go for it.
Damn.
We'll go back to the Blockbuster job.
I feel like it's kind of important, but yeah, he was doing this public access TV show, reviewing movies, which is exactly what he wanted to do, which is terrific. They had to review, what was it, Passion of the Christ?
Yeah.
Let's see, print out the scathing blog review. So he posted his own blog review, and his co-host wanted to know what he had against Jesus Christ. And then he had an objection with the anti-Semitism in the film. I've never seen it, but I know it was like kind of controversial.
I again never seen it, but from what I understand, the controversy was.
I know that part of the Bible where the Jews, crucified Jesus.
So that's a tell that you're Catholic, because like that was not the.
they really hammered that into my head. That's very, very important.
Yeah.
Those people had Schindler's List. Now this is our turn.
Oh my God! He
leaves very little to the imagination.
I know. Again, this didn't fucking happen at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the important part is this whole conversation was taking place in the van of, let's see, my employer, though for the record, I wasn't technically being paid for my services on the show, summoned me to a meeting in his van in an empty parking lot early in the morning, which would be like 10 a.m. for Bob.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, if you read
He did freelance security work, or at least he said he did at least, and was on the job. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting that he got invited into his boss's van to talk about the Passion of the Christ and Semitism.
Again, this is much too. If we ever go into the Chains of Channel document, keep in mind, if you are just hanging out with someone, you are not an employee. It was like, we can go into this, but
he's as much of his employee as I am your employee.
Yeah. Which, I mean, this is more, again, we go into Change the Channel, we'll talk about this, but again, if you're just some guy who's like helping someone out with a public access show, it's no ethics were breached. I think he just didn't agree with the guy and you wanted to write it.
Dude, I wish I had the PDF version of this book, because this is like the 15th time he's brought up the Angry Video Game Nerd or James Rolfe, Angry Video Game Nerd, Yahtzee Croshaw, and zero punctuation. It's
Yahtzee.
like a page 50.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this is like the.
Oh, we could control F every time he says it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, the Blockbuster Superstar Saga era of his life, where he worked at Blockbuster, would drive home to his parents' house and literally sit in his car playing Mario Superstar Saga, which is like it's not a hard game, but it's a long game.
Yeah, it's like 20, 25 hours.
So just imagine for weeks on end, this guy driving, coming home and just like fogging up.
Instead of hanging out with his coworkers on break or anything, he goes to his car, hides, and plays Mario.
I mean, again, like it's weird because he mentions like drinking several times in like this book. It was like, just ask happy hour, dude, with your friends, your coworkers. Don't just
Yeah, he mentions it on page 49. He plays Super Mario Superstar Saga in the car after work, waiting for the rest of the house to go to sleep. He keeps bringing that up. He's got to wait for...
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. What? Yeah, he brings it up a lot. He's got to play video games to wait for... I assume it's his mom or both of his parents to go to sleep. Is he an only child?
He mentions a sister.
In the book?
Yeah, in the book, yeah.
Oh.
and a brother, too. And a brother. I think he has a brother and sister.
Wow.
No, do you remember the brother bringing...
That's amazing how out of touch he'd be with, like...
Oh, yeah.
Talking to people, having two siblings, because he strikes me as an only child.
Yeah.
Unless he was a special boy.
He mentioned he was a first. I mean, we earlier we did mention he like have his mother vet a play date.
Yeah, you're right. He did mention he's the first child.
But remember
very important to him.
His brother was the one who brought him to that barcade.
Yeah,
that was something.
That's right. He does mention the brother. It's been a month or two since I read this book.
Yeah. Page 55. I'll skip ahead a little bit.
We got to get moving.
This page is an interesting view of the game discourse of the time. This seventh generation is interesting for a certain generation of
broken mentally.
Yes, because they're again. If we want to, did we mention? I think I'm good. I don't think we mentioned Dobson.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid mentioning Dobson, but I guess the seal's been cracked already.
Yeah.
We've talked about everyone else under the sun.
Yeah, let's just mention...
Except for Chris Chan.
No, I said Chris Chan earlier.
You said CWC.
I was trying not to
didn't say his name.
I was trying not to avoid... I mean, it is near the winter solstice, and I don't want to, rip a dimensional portal.
The rift, or whatever, the merge.
The merge.
We are in the merge.
But...
And according to Movie Bob, it was the 7th generation of gaming consoles.
Well, it's like, and I do remember this era distinctly because it was like the only time where it was like you had explicitly casual console being the Wii, and then like Xbox versus PlayStation. You can disagree with me, Will, but like Xbox was the clear winner, at least in our school, I would say. I think everyone's
cheaper.
I think everyone had a Wii, but like in the sense that like your mom would play the Wii, and then like.
Yeah, hey, my family had a Wii, but it's because you only got one console. Me and my siblings had to buy it together.
But like I remember, like the gamer kids, it was for sure the 360.
Sure,
right?
Yeah. Every house I went to had a 360.
Yeah, I would say
maybe one or two had a PS3. I didn't really care.
both Bob and again
Because you know what? I had extracurriculars to do, and I really didn't give a shit.
again, imagine being almost like well into your 20s and like because like both Dobson and Bob.
I go to my friend's house, play Call of Duty. You know, like because I had friends.
Yeah, and it also would connect. The internet connection was better on those consoles too. I think they had an HDMI port too, which the Wii didn't have.
I have for some reason I've got a note in here about the boomers bemoaning the Indians' name change.
What? Oh,
yeah, when the Cleveland Indians changed to the Guardians. Like his attitude towards the 7th generation reminded me of that. And
yes,
I don't have a lot of other notes on that.
Other than just kind of like their defense of the Wii, both him and Dobson, I'm sure a bunch of people in this generation, just like, how would you describe it? Just like, it is so defensive of like the most popular console.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It sold gangbusters. They still felt the need to justify it.
Leave the billion-dollar corporation alone.
Yeah. It's weird. It's even weirder than like now. Like people like criticize like Switch 2 defenders. I think it's a completely different type of defender now. Because it's a bit of like I think a little buyer's remorse or whatever. I don't know. I like my Switch 2. Just kind of going into that. I guess we want to
a little defensive there.
See,
unprovoked.
Yeah. I know. I
haven't said a single peep about your Switch 2 other than I don't think I'm going to buy one.
That's fair. Okay, I guess I told on myself there. I do like it though, but like no, but like if you want to, I don't know if we're ever going to have a Dobson episode, but like he does have.
I'd love to.
He does have an infamous comic series about like anthropomorphic like dog creature that like loves the Wii and like his owner that's like a 360 gamer.
And I read that stuff, man.
Yeah.
That was on the webcomic websites.
I think it's called Danny and Spot. So if you want to kind of get into the mindset of what I'm talking about or what we're talking about.
And weird feminism.
Yeah, and
really into lesbians.
Yeah. That's more Bob. That's more Dobson than Bob.
Right. But just yeah, I don't know much about feminism, but it just kind of makes your skin crawl. The what is it? Wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not that I think they could do anything. Give them a chance.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
they're harmless people.
This is also an annoying term, but like just white knight shit or whatever.
White knight. That's the kind of yeah.
And
Dobson is the whitest of white knights.
Indeed he is. I wouldn't page
smile for the camera.
Look up what we're talking about because this is
wait, yeah, I meant to show you this a while ago. I keep forgetting to text this to you.
Page 58 or page kind of like the last several pages.
Damn it. I didn't save it, but I saw a picture of a Decepticon doing the smile for the camera like from the Dobson.
Oh, I would like that.
It was like Megatron or something, like doing the same pose as the antagonist in that comic.
Look at what we're talking about. The famous Bear Power Girl comic.
Blue Bear. His Sherman Bear OC.
If nothing, I like...
Another fedora wearer.
Yes. If nothing solidifies mid-2010s male feminism more than that, I don't know what does. So
at least the losers just like outed themselves immediately by having a fedora on. Just by questionable style choices.
Do you know why he changed the bear?
He changed the bear?
No, because originally the self-insert was literally him. And then he added the bear at some point. It's because like he is obviously like a bald man and he added hair. And then instead of just like drawing himself as bald, he just like made a bear avatar. So
the Sherman Bear.
Yeah, it's basically the Sherman. Yeah.
Or the Sherman Bears are red.
They're red.
I think
they're red. They're red because like the poop can be seen on them better than blue. I think that's the reason.
I missed that Mad Men episode. Make the bears red.
It's like, Peggy, the bears gotta be red. What are you telling me, Don? The bears are blue.
Don, I was up all night drawing these stupid fucking bears. I love Salvatore.
We're mixing two shows together. Oh no! There is a character on Mad Men called Salvatore.
An Italian. He's the illustrator.
I never put that's got to be a reference to
it's an Italian name.
Yeah. Anyway, so the last several pages of part 2, which again, like if you're gonna read this book, it's part 2. It don't read anything else. We wouldn't recommend it. But he goes into his tale of waiting in line for a Wii U, which I think by the
he also mentions getting to be a part of the Escapist team.
Yeah, which
That's
is
a big part.
Which is like, I mean, that's actually an accomplishment, unlike getting an NES.
It's his dream. He accomplished his dream.
So this is printed. It says, again, first printed in May of 2013 on the inside cover of this book. So the Wii U was only out for about the same length of time as like now to when the Switch 2 was released or so. Would you say? Was that June or so? Like in our timeline? Like when was the Wii U released?
Oh, yeah, like 2013.
No, but like, do you remember like what time of year? Like you were there. I mean, you were.
After the printing of this book, because he talks about the Wii U like it's the next greatest thing.
No, but he talks about getting in line for the Wii U.
Does he? Is that what? Oh, yeah, he is. It's right in front of me.
No, but like read the passage because it is legendary.
Okay, so there's. I want to read the entire thing, but I'm getting kind of tired. I was standing in the November cold outside of a local Target whose website had listed Wii U's as being in stock, quotation marks. Having worked in retail for so long, I knew that could be misleading. More likely than not, they'd misscanned the pre-orders that were still holding for customers. This was only 2 days post-launch, as general stock. That turned out to be the case, incidentally, but it was still worth a shot after some ellipses.
He loves those.
After about 20 minutes of waiting, I was joined by another pair of early birds, a young mother and her 2 children. One was a boy about 6 or 8, and the other was a toddler whose gender was undeterminable, as she was wrapped in a solid cocoon of winter wear and cradled against their mom's shoulders. I got the sense that we may have been there for the same thing, they likely picking up a pre-order, me hoping there was stock beyond the pre-orders. And I could tell this despite the fact that we only said hello to one another. Nah, he never said hello. Not by some psychic intuition, I stress, but because the boy was making it pretty clear. He was excitable to the point of bouncing, and his attire told the rest of the tale. Mario t-shirt, Mario baseball cap, Mario backpack, even a pair of Mario sneakers. The boy was a walking advertisement for SMB Wii era Mario. I looked down at him, smiled, nodded. He looked up at me, realizing before I did, honestly, that I also happened to be wearing a Mario shirt. One from my era. He was wearing the same shirt as a kid. Anyway, SMB3, character select screen to be precise. With a look of quizzical surprise. This big older guy knows Mario too? Yes, I do, kid. Yes, I do. Anyway, it goes on about how he's waiting in line for the Wii U. And I did write at the end of this that'd be a really funny Curb Your Enthusiasm bit. If like after all this, that's so great that the kid, he's just like me. I was just like him 20 years ago. And then he gets a last Wii U and his family has to go back home without a Christmas present.
Will, you have to admit, you did this for the Switch.
I did.
Yes.
No, I let him have it. I got in this exact same situation. I wasn't going to say anything about that because it sounds like I'm gloating, but yeah, I've been in this situation where you're in line with a family and you just let the family get the game. Who cares?
Yeah, that was the Switch launch was. I think they're different sides of the same coin in the sense that
the Switch launch was monumental.
Yeah, I think that thing actually had some excitement behind it.
You couldn't find one for weeks.
Yeah, I won't say like years. You still had to like wait.
Oh yeah, there's scalpers.
Yeah. I think even when my little brother got a Switch, it was in 2020, so COVID.
Yeah. Same thing for mine. I had to search online for Walmarts that had it.
Yeah.
And the lady at the electronics section made me promise that I wasn't going to scalp it. Aww. She was like clutching it. Because I guess she'd been hit by people who were like buying 5 at once. Or maybe she wanted to get it for herself. I don't know.
So, again, not to talk too much about the Switch too, but they actually did something really cool at the launch where So I actually waited at a Target I just waited at a Target, and you waited in line, and what they did is they just gave you a card with like a number on it, and it was just one per person on the launch day, and then like you just basically just handed them a card and they would just give you a console. And then like they would like then you'd have to pay for it. But essentially it was like if you walked in, you were only like allowed one in stock at the time. And I think I went to a Target. I don't go shopping much anymore, but like there's like plenty in stock right now. I think there's even PS5s in stock right now.
I don't think the Switch 2 is an evolution, not a revolution.
Yeah. I think, which is kind of what Nintendo fans are kind of asking for, because they always said like I like my Switch, just I want to have a bigger screen.
And now it's just what they waited too long and no one cares.
No one cares anymore.
It'd be more every year. It was like it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. The Switch is an underpowered dog. We need something more powerful.
I think honestly their biggest mistake was not launching.
Too little, too late.
It was not launching it with Tears of the Kingdom. I think that was probably like
there wasn't a smash hit like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, and I mean
or Wii Sports.
Yeah, you need a 3D Mario
or Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, you need 3D Mario, 3D Zelda. I think is what you kind of is the only thing that'll sell the console now.
Oh, the pack-in game that cost
$10.
money.
That was so,
versus the PS5's Astro's Playroom.
Oh, that game's awesome.
Everyone says it's great.
Not only that, but like the follow-up Astro Bot, the full game.
Yeah, people bought it.
I bought it. It was my favorite game last year.
Really?
100%. It is an incredible game.
All right.
Yeah.
I saw some clips and I wasn't thrilled, but I don't own a PS5.
It's really, really fun. It really takes advantage of the like haptic controls.
Right.
Which it's the only game on the PS5 that even remotely does it. I think
racing games use them.
Oh yeah,
because it's got the force feedback on the triggers.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, no games use that.
It's so fun. Like it's literally just it's the only one. It's like if you're like in like a rocket ship, it like vibrates and like gives you actual like real time.
Yeah, it was like 1-2 Switch is like the only game that used the HD rumble.
Yeah.
So you could feel ice cubes in your hand.
No, Mario Wonder does.
Oh yeah.
So if you're like when you're using the zipline thing, it like vibrates to make like a sound.
Oh.
Yeah, people don't notice it because it sounds like it's coming out of the console. But if you're like have it in handheld mode,
man, remember the Wiimote's like shitty speaker built into it?
I love that thing.
So we're at part 3.
We're at part 3
of the game. Do you want to keep rolling?
I would say let's take a break at part 4 because part 3 is the.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Let's just do part 3 really quick and we can take a break, I guess.
All right. This is the worst part of the book, objectively.
This thing has, I think every other part has something defensible about it in some way.
My notes include, this is such a lame section. Who gives a shit? I'm supposed to know what a Buzzy Beetle is, but not a TV, because he describes what a TV is, but then he goes on to talk about Buzzy Beetles. Like one of the most obscure Mario enemies.
Yeah, what's the Buzzy Beetle?
It's the one that drops from the ceiling, I think.
Oh, those things.
It's one of the underground beetle thing. I don't really care.
Those things are kind of fun to play with when you're like, there's like the pyramid level. Those are fun, yeah.
I don't know if that's it, but who gives a shit? It's the bug thing. And then I wrote, I'm skipping, still skip, skip. Because you got stuff like Padobobo, Patooey Plant, Rocky Wrench, Rotodisc. Rotodisc, actually, I called those waffles when I was a kid. Those are like the radioactive.
Wait, that thing has a name?
Yeah, Rotodisc.
They all have a name? I guess they all have to have a name.
I think these are just pulled straight from the instruction book.
Oh, okay, so we didn't have that. So.
Yeah, never had the instruction book. But yeah, he's talking about like basic stuff like the layout and like how the game works and basic game terminology and the game modes and spade panels and the hammer suit. And does he have... I'm actually surprised he doesn't have an enormous paragraph for the Tanuki suit because he's also obsessed with that.
I wrote that down.
Oh, he writes every single type of brick. Cloud platform, donut lifts, ice block, metal block, music block, question block, used block, wood block, used block. Like what? Wood platform.
Can we quickly say what part 3 even is? I think we just kind of delved right into it. Like it's just
everything.
It's it's all the individual elements of the game. So if you wanted a paragraph on like the coins, this is your book.
But nothing interesting to say about
Yeah, it's truly just again like what you said this very early in this review, and that is like the cardinal sin of like a book report is just like making a book, like just describing the book.
Yeah,
like,
tell me about the sound design for the coin, because it's super satisfying to pick up. Tell me about the animation, how it spins. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like this section is written on a sub like 6th grade reading level.
Like
in
it's
that
a
sense, yeah.
Pavlovian reflex when you pick up a coin. It's like,
Yeah.
the little dopamine release in your brain. They know exactly where to put it, to place, show you where to pull your character and where the secrets are.
Yeah.
No, it's an important game design element.
Yeah, it is
to passively guide the player.
It is unfortunate that this could have been interesting to understand, like the psychology of how like Nintendo.
I would love to read a
games.
book about that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that actually one of the more interesting elements turned out to be like the far and away the most uninteresting part of the book. It's not even close.
Horrible.
I don't have too much to say about part 3 other than just it's a bland description of all the individual elements of the game.
Yeah, and then at the end I have, what a lame section.
Yeah.
I've been using the word lame a lot, but I think I was a lot of beers in when I was reading this.
See, here's my issue. If you were drinking, I was on public transportation while reading this, so I was on the bus. So I was like writing notes while
I come home from the bar drunk, and it's like, oh, I gotta read this fucking book.
I was like stumbling, like usually coming home from work, like on the way back from work. Just like probably tired, probably not thinking too straight. So hopefully this is a good analysis, but yeah, part 3 sucks. It's
horrible. You can skip it. I didn't read it until I found out that you read it, because I only read like a few paragraphs. I'm like, what? He's describing every block?
Yeah. I read it for the sake of being comprehensive. Does it even have a lame title, like a fun, like shitty, like the first?
I think it's just called The Game.
Is it really just called The Game?
Yes. It's just part 3, The Game.
See, he didn't even embarrass himself in a funny way, like the first.
Actually, that's not an NES controller, because
it's not.
He's using the dog bone button layout, but he's got that whatever.
He doesn't have the start and stop button either.
Yeah,
was he worried about copyright?
I don't know. It might just be clip art. I think a lot of this stuff is clip art.
Come on, Charlie. What are you doing?
We love you, Charlie.
We love you, yeah. Folks, we love him.
Folks. Remember, our politics are your politics.
So I think that's what I guess we're getting kind of tired. So I think we're going to probably take a break. Probably pick this up later to do part 4, which is really what the book is about, which is a comprehensive not history. Why did I say history? Comprehensive review of the game itself, which is step by step. It has journal entries. It's probably the worst way to write the game. And like, do you want to wait till like later? But like, I mean, how long did it take you to actually finish the game? You actually finished the game.
It took me about, to play every single level without using warp whistles. I think I got like 3 game overs.
Wow.
I had a really tough time of World 7 because that's the one I play the least of.
That's the sky. Is it Sky?
I thought it was Ice.
Okay.
I can't remember, but it was one of the Koopa kids was giving me a horrible time. Or the ship. It was the whole ship.
Oh, yeah. I think
and I was out of power-ups and just jumping around with Small Mario, and one hit and you're dead. It took me like 7 hours.
Oh, okay.
And 2 sessions.
I think it took me about 7 hours, but I was using Will's the more Mario 3 guy than I am.
And I played on a real NES, unlike Bob.
Yeah, Bob, well, yeah, we'll get into it, but Bob, he self-admits he used an emulator, and I used an emulator, but I'm not writing the book about the game. So, and I also use a shit ton of save states, but I just wanted to kind of experience just see the game, really. I wouldn't really care about actually beating it, quote unquote. But I guess we'll get more and more into that. So needless to say, he took about 3 months to finish the game. which
And like a rational person to be like, what, a week on and off?
Yeah, I think I took about 3 weeks of like literally like playing it in like 20-minute sessions between like getting home from work and dinner, and like sounds like you kind of did the same thing.
Yeah, I played it up like Friday night and a Saturday morning.
Yeah, kind of.
I woke up Saturday morning and finished it.
Yeah, so
really wild time.
So it's
in your late 20s. There's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Bob's in his early was in his early 30s, and had high school or college freshman tier sleeping hours and college freshman tier drinking.
Yeah, we have day jobs.
Yeah.
Bob is a movie reviewer.
Yeah. So anyways, I think we'll probably take a break here. We'll probably get back at it and probably get refreshed and re-energized and have much more interesting takes at a later date. So
I think it's very wise.
Yeah. So thank you so much. We'll get back to you and stay on the inside fact. Email us if you know that one. So one of the things I've learned from the recording industry is just roll all the time. It's not like you have film. So you've got to preserve. So it's like kind of like what the Beatles are doing right now, like which is what we totally are in terms of talent and outreach.
Oh, what do you mean? Is that what they famously did? Just always roll?
Oh no, like they're just like so like a couple like I want to say last month they released a whole new album of just like
they were doing that with the Prince with this vault.
Yeah.
When he passed away, famously he retained the rights to his music.
Oh, okay. Wow.
One of the very few African American men to do that.
Oh, okay.
I think African American, right?
He's black, yeah. He's black.
Yeah. The music industry really screwed over a lot of black men and women. Yeah, especially women.
But he's a Midwesterner, so
is he really?
Minneapolis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for Minneapolis.
Yeah,
they need a W.
Yeah. Although like Motown is from Detroit and they screwed over absolutely everyone. So
absolutely.
So I guess the regionality does not matter when it comes to
when you turn back, you just can't turn back.
That's one we did not put.
Gotta figure out the rules. What are the rules?
I guess we're doing everything.
What are the rules?
For the sake of I guess clarity. We're kind of doing things out of order. We just recorded a top 10 Always Sunny episode list, so.
Actually, least viewed episode right after this one.
So I guess I don't know how we're gonna release this, but
we're up to part 4, Super Mario Brothers 3, beginning to end, which is the brunt of the book. We've got 84 pages to page 84 to
205, right?
205.
Yeah. So but I don't think it's gonna take us as long, just because. It's the interesting part was part 1 and 2, I would say. More so part 2.
Oh, shoot. Did you come up with a list of every drink that he made?
No, I didn't. Well,
that wasn't my to-do for the longest time.
I wrote down...
I did highlight them whenever it happened.
I wrote down the first time he did that, and I didn't mention it since. I think
his bedtime cocktail of Jack Daniels, Captain Morgan, and Schweppes. I don't know what Schweppes is. It doesn't sound good.
So so before we get into it, so I just wrote down this note. It's like you said, Jack, Captain, and Schweppes. So I think Schweppes. So Schweppes here in at least Ohio is ginger ale, but I think Schweppes is regional. So it's like, like cream soda is like red in like certain parts of like the upper Midwest, but it's like yellow in like the lower Midwest.
There's cream soda, and then there's specifically red cream soda.
Yeah, but it's regional. So
like there's Barks red cream soda, which I'm going to say is the standard root beer.
So we just live in the part of the country where actually both types are sold.
Would you say Barks is the Ford Focus of root beer?
Well, just like I'm sorry. It's like A&W and Mug are just like light years above Barks. Like it's just Barks. It's undrinkable to me. I
like the can. It's reflective.
I think it's specifically bad in the can. I think Barks' red cream soda is good. Barks root beer.
Have you been to the Rural King root beer aisle?
Yeah, I have.
Hell yeah.
Dude, like. Please, venture out into the hinterlands of wherever you live. Go find yourself a Rural King.
Go look at the baby chicks.
Dude,
Get your free popcorn.
You will not be disappointed. You will find something you'll enjoy at Rural King.
Get your cut rate car batteries.
You can buy a chicken for like $3.
Yep. They're losing money on that.
Yeah, they're like a living creature. You could just take from the store.
Duncan, you had rats in your college house.
Yeah, we
pet
did.
Pet rats, not pest rats.
Yeah, they were of like the fancy rat variety.
Do you think you could have taken care of a chicken? Because you've had those rats that died of like Big Macs.
It was Saeed was whatever. I don't hang out with him. Saeed was the one that like actually fed them like human food. Like he actually cooked them an egg. He actually liked those rats.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a single person who entered that house who was like, "Ooh, rats." I've got so many videos of them. Buster and what was the name of the other
Buster and Radimus.
Radimus. Thank you.
They're great. Actually, one funny thing. So the one guy who hated our rats was our roommate. And this guy is a character. He was one of those guys who like very typical guy you meet in college who like was your just typical shithead. Then all of a sudden got really into like obviously 2016 happened, and I think he started getting into like this to a black girl. So he got very what used to be called SJWE for the longest time, and he would like
little preachy.
He texted our friend Billy, who may be here at some point in the future.
Yeah, we'll bring him on. But he told him, it was like, I marched across the state of Ohio. Oh, you know what? I never thought about this. We could do a call-in guest on this.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, we should do that next time.
We should.
I think we need to do phone calls on the show.
He marched across the state of Ohio, rain and shine, in honor of President Trump, and with a MAGA flag in hand.
Not Bill.
No, not Billy. No, this guy. I shouldn't say his name, but...
So wait. So we did that pre-2016 or post?
Like a year ago.
Oh, so he's turned from 2016 to present day.
Present day. He's marching across the state of Ohio.
Well, young men need something to stand for.
You're almost 30. He might need... This is the guy,
there's a lack of male role models in today's society.
See, it's like, if you just didn't have your Jordan Peterson phase, is this kind of what happens to you? Like, is that kind of like, I guess, yeah. Up yours, woke moralists.
I don't know.
We'll see who's laughing at who.
I just like read books and talked to my real life dad.
Don't take benzos. It's bad. Or only eat steak.
Yeah, you need some roughage, as you always say.
Yes,
that's entered my lexicon.
But yeah, this all start with ginger ale. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, because we're talking about Jack Daniels, Captain Morgan, Schweppes.
Okay,
Dunk. I am not like a drink connoisseur. I'm eyeballing my Cincy Light Lager beer. Obviously, I don't care that much about beer. I like it a lot, but beer is beer at a certain point.
Yeah.
Cocktails, what I do know about cocktails, you need the liquor, you need a mixer, and you need a garnish.
Yes. So here's what he did. He did 2 browns.
Yep.
You cannot do 2 browns. Actually,
never.
Yeah. So Captain and Jack, those are 2. Well, one's just bourbon and one's what is even Captain?
Rum.
It's rum. So it's
Captain Morgan spiced cum.
Fuck. God damn. Gross. And then he had Schweppes, which I believe, at least where we live, it's a variety of ginger ale. I think it's regional, so maybe it's something else in Massachusetts.
That's good info. I thought that was a third liquor.
No. It's a variety of...
I thought it was like 2 browns and a clear.
I could picture it being a tonic somewhere else. I think it's... Yeah, but...
Not good.
No, it's not good. So this is the first page. So let's just finish the liquor discussion. But it's so indicative of Bob, the human, because he fancies himself an elitist. Are you gonna read that one?
He's passing C-bus.
Oh, okay. So he'll be here maybe in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe the back
90 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we may have a guest at the end of this. So
We have a third friend who actually read this book along with us about a month after we purchased our books.
So we're not the only ones who got not scared.
He's writing our coattails to the top.
But like, it's so Bob in the sense of like, it's he fancies himself an elitist, but his tastes are like Marvel, Star Wars, and like the worst fucking cocktail you could have made for yourself.
We just finished recording 3 hours of how much we love Always Sunny. So maybe maybe we're not so different after all.
Yeah, but but also what you just said, we're drinking the cheapest beer this side of the.
It is local beer. But
That's true. It's cheap. So who knows?
And it goes to University of Cincinnati Sports, which those guys, they're hurting for money.
Yeah. I mean, good God, 7-5. I mean, we've been year 3 of Satterfield at coach. Wes Miller, he can't coach a basketball team worth shit. So seriously, donate, please, to the University.
Please drink more beer.
I cannot watch these guys anymore.
It's depressing.
Yeah. So again, by the way, also Jack Daniels, shout out to
the Crosstown Shootout was before the first recording.
That's right. Yeah, we had not watched the Crosstown Shootout, so that was
no. It was before. We were hot.
That's
off the
right.
heels.
Yes. That was Oh my God. Actually, right now, score check. I think Oklahoma's beating Bama 10-0. So that's where we're at right now. So day 1 of the playoffs. But yeah, he's drinking alone at
and he's already established that he has to sit in his car, play his Game Boy Advance. He's a movie reviewer at this point for The Escapist.
Mm-hmm.
But he establishes that he has to wait until the rest of the house goes to bed before he can start playing his video game in his own bedroom on his own Wii, his own Nintendo Wii. And drink his bedtime cocktail in air quotes, which he quotes it in the book. He uses a lot of quotation marks.
I would say I want to start at the top of part 4.
He uses so much punctuation, but it's always like in the wrong way.
Again,
he never uses a semicolon correctly.
This needed an editor. Well, again, like we said, it has an editor, but not an...
And you should only use semicolons if you're really full of yourself.
If you're really confident in your use of them, yes. So part 4 is the playthrough of the book.
Yep.
And we should say that it's formatted in a way, it's like a journal, kind of, where he plays the game, describes the game, but then also has these little intercuts where he is describing kind of what's happening while playing the game.
And I've played this game so many times that I can visualize exactly everything he's talking about. And I got so frustrated that 30 or 40 pages into this, I just had to go out and play the game. I had to play through every level.
It was very frustrating because I actually didn't. I don't know the game as well as you. I've beaten it twice. I guess we should say our playthrough. You did it in about
6 hours.
You did about 6 hours.
2-3 hour sessions.
You didn't use save states though, right?
No, I played it on a real NES.
He played on a real... I used the shit out of save states.
I had to leave my NES running overnight, which is what I used to do as a kid.
Oh, okay.
I'd leave it running while I was at school.
Yeah. I played on the Switch 2 emulator, whatever, the Nintendo Switch Online, and I used the fuck out of save states. I am not claiming by any means I'm a retro gamer, but I did want to finish. I kind of wanted to play alongside him for the sake of reading the book, so that is my experience. Now, how long did it? So you said 6 hours?
Yeah, 6 or 7 hours.
I would say in over the course of how many days?
One evening and one morning.
Okay.
I went to bed at 2 a.m., then I woke up at 9 the next morning and made breakfast and finished it by noon.
So it probably took me about 6 or 7 sessions over the course of about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I don't know. I've just played the game a billion times, and I'd realized that I had not done a full playthrough of every level since high school or maybe freshman year of college.
Okay, so a bit rusty, but that's not even that long ago, really.
Yeah, it's been 7 years or so.
Yeah. Okay, so to prepare the
But I do a playthrough with the warp whistles at least once a year, every year since I was like 15.
Oh, okay. So you're pretty familiar with like that process.
I've got very good muscle memory for the game.
Okay. So here's something that
By no means a speedrunner.
Oh yeah, but still. So Mr. Chip, the guy who literally wrote the book on Super Mario Brothers 3,
Bob Chipman. We didn't say his name once yet,
Bob
did
Chipman. No, I don't think we did. He took, I think it's 3 months, right? So
we got April 23rd, 2012.
April 23rd, and I think it ends in early June, right?
Let's see. Oh my goodness. Hang on, I gotta flip through my real paper copy. We paid for this. All the way to June 26.
Okay, so even I thought it was
so
yeah.
April, May, June. So yeah, 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think even if I was writing like shorthand while I was playing the game, maybe a week. Like, and that's having a day job too.
Yeah.
What about you? If you had to take notes while playing the game,
I'd probably double
in the same fashion as Bob
then
does.
I'd probably be double. I'd probably say it'd take me. So if it took me 2.5 weeks, it would take me a whole month, I would say.
Or I'd just use an audio recorder.
Yes.
And then I'd transcribe the notes later.
I would be doing it at just after work, maybe settling in a little bit, maybe make dinner, and I would be doing it probably sober.
He wants this to sound like a Let's Play for cultured people.
Yes.
I know you don't really like Let's Plays that much.
I have no experience with like
I go in and out with them. It's parasocial relationships, which is the buzzword of like 2022.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have your online friends who don't care about you and don't know who you are.
I would say to the extent I know of Let's Plays, the Oni plays
excellent
compilations is what my experience. So like to the extent of watching someone sit through an entire game.
It's great stuff to fall asleep to if you live alone. Sometimes it's nice to have background noise and you get to see some video games that you wouldn't have played otherwise, or you get to watch someone play a game in a way that you can't. Or you're there for their skills, their personality. I think are the two reasons that you'd want to watch someone else play a game.
Well, he has neither.
He has neither.
He is kind of repugnant personality and is also clearly bad at the game because it took him fucking 3 months to finish a game, and he's the writer of the book on it. So
I love watching people like glitch out games like Flight Simulator. That's a blast.
Yeah.
And you don't need any commentary to know why this is funny. Why it's funny that a plane is going into a black hole, like in the middle of Manhattan.
I will say, like, I'm a huge City Skylines player, so I do watch Let's Plays of those, but I almost don't even count. City Skylines is barely a game. It's just a...
Oh, we like Marcel Voss.
Yes.
His personality and the facts that he brings.
Yes.
With a Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2.
He is very dedicated to the craft of RCT2. So, which is something that I just don't have the dedication for, but I really, really appreciate his ability to do it.
So what does Bob bring new to the table? Being long-winded?
So I wrote this. I'm just going to say this line I wrote down.
Did you watch a Yahtzee video since we last
talked?
I did
not. Actually, sorry, I did. Sorry, I watched one. I didn't.
Which one?
Sonic Frontiers.
Okay. Yeah, I think I saw that one actually.
Yeah. You're very critical of it, of a game I actually kind of liked a little bit.
He doesn't like Sonic.
Nor does Bob.
No.
So maybe he got a little...
He's a really into the PC Master Race stuff. He does not like console games. Very famously.
Okay.
But his personality and brevity is the soul of wit.
You said they're 5-minute reviews. I think mine was
roughly 5 to 6 minutes.
A little over 5 minutes. So,
but you get the gist, right? He talks extremely fast, and it's one unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic. No one had a chance to interrupt. It was quite hypnotic.
Yeah, we're gonna do Trek stuff at some point.
Man, I would love. Can we do Deep Space Nine episodes?
Oh my god, hey, we should just There's actually a fairly decent like Star Trek watch along podcast out there, but it's two Trekkies and two people who've never seen any Star Trek,
Okay.
and they go through Deep Space Nine and TNG. Episode by episode.
Whoa.
I know, yeah. So they gotta waste.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I would just do top 10 or something.
No, but it's like kind of good because it's like they have no context of the show other than like what they've absorbed through pop culture. So it's like kind of interesting to see like they're well versed in the art of television. So it's not just like picking like your dad to like watch like the show, but like they understand how stories are written, but are like. So is like Worf the one that like. Is like supposed to be
yeah, my dad would say Picard's the superintendent of the ship or whatever.
yeah these they kind of all know what they're talking about.
What was Kira's position?
Missionary.
Red Letter Media folks, gotta love them. Gotta love them.
I've been rewatching their Christmas specials and lead up to Christmas, so the one where Mike
I can't rewatch Red Letter Media, man.
The one where Mike gets drunk and talks about barrels and Beer Barrel Polka is playing in the background, and I was like god damn, that's pretty they still get me with editing like sometimes. So what I wrote about part 4 is that it's very similar to another book called Dune, where part 4 of this book consists of the internal monologues of the insane ramblings of an inebriated tyrannical man-child.
I think you told me about this and I forgot.
So it's a lot of asides. If you've read Dune the book, and I even want to say even in the Lynch version of the movie, it's like Paul has a lot of like talking in his
but it makes sense. And there's a story, and then like Princess Auruli and stuff adds context.
Yeah. Not Bob. No. This is actually a complete waste of time to actually get his asides. He's what does he say? This is gay.
I wrote in my margins of my book, and you can tell when I got more and more drunk as I was reading.
I think honestly, like, even though like this is a big portion,
because I think at this point I was like, gosh, I was a lot of beers in. like my handwriting gets really rough.
So he claims that according to him, having the notations, the asides, whatever you want to call it, the journal portion of it is completely necessary, in his own words, to consider this a proper playthrough.
Would it work if he was a more interesting person?
Yes, yeah, I would say so. It's weird because he is both an interesting person and also a very uninteresting person.
He's very dull.
Yeah, so it's like the parts that he thinks are interesting about himself is very boring, and the parts that like he wants to hide is the interesting part. And then the funny thing is he has poor self-awareness, so he shows his hand way too often of like what who he really is, which is the interesting part. The subtext is really the best part of part 4. There's really nothing redeeming. If you are looking for a guide for Mario 3, I guess we could give some recommendations, but we probably should just start moving into the actual text.
Well, okay. I've got a note for level 1-1.
Oh, wait, by the way, back to liquor. He mentions having Jack Daniels, R.I.P. to the Gothic King.
R.I.P.
This is
Pour one out, boys.
This is after he passed, so
make yourself a Cobra cocktail tonight.
Yeah.
Listen in.
That's what's up.
That's
1-1.
What's up, tubes? What a gem. I did not watch him in his later years.
I know, very sad.
He had me hooked the first time he made a sushi burger. He spent 2 hours making the most disgusting hamburger I've ever seen, and I watched all of it, eyes glued to my laptop screen with like missing pixels because I dropped it during one of my electrical engineering classes.
I love the Ghost Whopper, where he's just eating like the Ghostbusters themed Whopper with like the black bun. It's so delectable.
We need him. We need him back.
That sucks.
Hopefully, another champion can rise in his place.
Eddie,
He's the hero America needed.
1-1.
Why couldn't it have been Bob?
I know he will live forever.
He's gonna outlive us.
Oh wait, here's something about 1-1 that pissed me off.
Okay,
This is the theoretical like ultimate guide to Mario 3. He doesn't describe the world maps like really at all.
he describes the music. I like
Yeah.
that.
This is good, but not the world map. Like, not the map. That's the interesting part. In my opinion.
Yeah, that was like my favorite part of the game when I was a kid. Is like, oh shit, there's maps now.
It really
awesome.
It really sparks your imagination.
I can choose my level.
Yeah.
I can choose between 1-2 and 1-3, or go straight to the card house, or it's really fun.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of agency. Anyway, one of the things that I noticed in 1-1 is that he didn't notice that the secret room with coins, when you fly up, he didn't mention that it's in the shape of a 3. The coins are lined up in the shape of a 3 for Mario 3. Oh my God,
yes.
And I always thought that was so cool. Like, even as a kid, I noticed that.
Again, this painfully detailed book that misses interesting aspects. Like, you're the main.
And like I highlighted, he's like, the level itself holds quixotic secrets. It's like, shut up, loser.
I wrote. I'm just gonna say it now.
Then I wrote Rem Lazar on the margin.
He says quixotic 3 times in this section.
Does he really?
Yes.
Because I was getting annoyed by that.
He hits the word quixotic for no fucking reason.
Dude, it's like he's trying to get like a good. This is like an ACT like essay section. Like you're pulling out the thesaurus.
Yeah. It's like you get points for or Scrabble.
Shut up. Yeah, it's a Scrabble word, exactly. Yeah. Rem Lazar. Anyway, 1-1, I didn't have a lot of notes. I honestly didn't have a lot of notes for any of the sections.
On page 88, I have an issue with something he said.
Mm-hmm.
And you could disagree. He says the line, among the greatest virtues of Super Mario Bros. 3 is that there's seldom only one way to solve a puzzle. In early one of the things that is most well known about early Nintendo is that like there is a very specific way to solve a puzzle.
Yeah.
So I
don't see that on 88.
Didn't I say it? Right.
I'm not very good at speed reading though.
Oh, okay.
I think that's let's see, you can go right down. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but I like to think that Bob, 1989, flushed with the thrill of the game in and of itself, thought to make the bolder choice. Very Walt Whitman. Very Walt Whitman. Loser.
He also says that the Warp Whistle themselves is the first time a Nintendo franchise mentions another Nintendo franchise. You're the bigger like classic Nintendo like trivia knower. Is that true? It doesn't sound true.
That's the passage where I wrote "This is gay." I'm not proud to say that, but I think I meant it while I was reading it.
Hey, I mean,
I meant it in the Louis C.K. way, but you know,
folks, remember that show?
Yeah, I love that show.
Louis was great. Come on, we have to admit that.
Come on.
Come on.
I don't know. It's like Punch Out, like that had Mario in it.
Right.
NES Open, that had Mario in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, this. It didn't. It's like, did you just like not look it up, or just assume that no one would check? Like,
it's not that interesting.
It is not that interesting of a fact. So why?
I think anyone who's played both games go, oh, that's cool. It's like Zelda. All right, cool. Next thing. I don't care. It doesn't need a paragraph.
Page 90 claims to have figured out the Warp Whistle on his own as a kid.
Oh boy.
I was like, no, you did not.
Nah.
No, you did not.
Nah.
Like the second Warp Whistle is literally like you couldn't find it. It's like you have to like
both of them are impossible. Because the first one, you've got to sit on top of a white block
He claims
for
that
10 seconds.
He claims that like, oh, I was just like I put my controller down and like didn't pause and like it just did it on its own. And I was like,
No, I definitely Googled both of the warp whistles.
Yeah, I was to say, it's like, and like, dude, like you admitted like you were an avid reader of Nintendo Power, and it's like you probably read it Nintendo.
That's just my door locking. Don't worry about it.
I was to say,
that's another guest coming in. Anyway, yeah, that's lame. I'm surprised I didn't write any notes for that. I think I'm just like numb at this point.
Yeah, it was. I think honestly, like maybe
this goes back to him like talking about reading like child psychology books for fun. And like totally owning his therapist.
Exactly. Well, maybe read this out of order. Maybe read part 4 first, and then 2, and then skip like 1 and.
Don't read part 4.
1 and 3.
Just skip part 4.
I think part 4. No, because part 4 does have the revealing. Because the little notes, maybe just read the notes. Maybe just read the journals.
I like how on page 90, Tuesday, April 24th, 2012, he says, I did a 3,000 calorie routine at the gym
his
today.
Diet routine.
A welcome distraction of a DVD full of old Transformers cartoons.
Look up what movie Bob looks like. Folks.
I'm sure he did that once. It's important to take care of yourself.
He did. I mean, if you can marinate a chicken.
And then he goes on to say, so yes, one more level, just one more level before bed. I try not to imagine I'm 8 years old again, begging the same question of my mother as I beg now of it myself. And I wrote on it, dude, this level takes like 3 minutes. Less than that. I mean, these levels are so short compared to modern games.
I was going to say Mario 3, I realized.
Some of them take like 45 seconds.
I've noticed that. It was like, even like something as you get later in the game, it's like, it's a short level, which is kind of fun because you kind of feel like it's almost like, I feel like Mario Galaxy is that way, where like some of the stars are just like, you're like, boom, boom, boom. Like,
even then, like Mario Galaxy levels take 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, like kind of get
some
back
of them are 10 minutes long.
Yeah. Maybe Mario Galaxy is just front of mind to me right now. So,
do you have anything before page 94?
Yeah. Well, before page or just
because that's my latest note.
I do have something
that's like worth talking about.
This shows the very narrow time this was made. He mentions that the gambling mechanic with the slot machine wasn't used in any Mario game, but later that year, Super Mario 3D World was released and has a slot machine mechanic very similar to the one in Mario 3. So literally the very next year, it wasn't that sentence wasn't valid.
Oh, he's talking about no Mario game has a gambling thing.
No, in the sense of like
after extra lives,
like after Mario 3, they didn't do where you like go into like the Toad house and like do like the slot machine shit.
Mario 2 had the end of every level.
Yeah, but 3 was after.
Yeah, World doesn't have that. 64 doesn't have that.
Again, he doesn't.
What about New Super Mario Brothers?
I was about to say that. It was like, but New Super Mario Brothers.
What about Luigi?
There was a Luigi blackjack game.
It's a mini game. It's actually not in the game.
And it's also he hates handhelds. He hates non 3D or non 2D.
He loves New Super Mario Brothers. You're right. You know, he gushes over New Super Mario Brothers for the Wii.
For the Wii, not DS.
I love the DS one.
The DS one is the best one. It's not even close, in my opinion.
I get the music stuck in my head still. Great elevator music. It's not my favorite soundtrack.
Here's something. Here's another. Here's page 95.
Okay, I'm still on page 94.
But
the first time we ignore Vovo.
What?
His grandma.
His grandma.
He says on Wednesday, April 25th, another late night, another long day. Vovo, my grandmother on my father's side, was hospitalized again yesterday. An ongoing, although I am assured, not at this point serious, problem that has almost become routine, though not enough to keep me from feeling uncertain. It's not lost to me that I'm currently coping with this and other uneasy aspects of my present-day life in precisely the same way that I did as a child. Playing a video game, playing this video game. Also, he hyphenates video game, then he doesn't hyphenate video game. So I wrote underneath that, play a game, ignore grandma. Like a boss.
I should say this.
You know, the Wendy's.
Eat spicy goodness like a boss. No, I think we should point this out that at the beginning of part 4, he says there's like a goal of leaving by, I want to say, June 5th, or finishing the game by June 5th, which is when he turns 33 and he moves out of his parents' house, and he wants to finish the game before he moves out of his childhood home.
Sorry, I was just getting a really nice text.
Oh, yeah.
I sent out some Christmas cards earlier this week. Yours should be coming soon.
Oh, yeah. I'll keep an eye out for it. No, but his whole thing, so the game, finishing it in time is very symbolic to him.
Yes.
So he really, really finds a lot of like synergy and symbology with kind of the weird stuff. And I just think that maybe he's in a different spot. Maybe
I appreciate when people connect symbols in a new way, except he doesn't do that at all.
He does it the most obvious way possible. It's like, I'm going to finish my childhood favorite game in my childhood house. And I'm like, and again, like, I don't know his economic circumstances, but like,
it doesn't matter.
Dude, you're 33. I was
like 33 and you're playing a baby game on the Wii.
Yeah, I was like, okay, it's like, maybe leave out this element because it's kind of, like, I was thinking in my head, it was like, what if like you were like 20 and you're like, I'm going to pull out my NES one last time before I actually move into my like, with my friends in college after my dorm years, right? Maybe like the summer between sophomore and junior year.
Man, I get drunk all the time in college and play Mario 3.
No, but I mean by like finding the symbology.
I tell everyone like, hey, watch this. I can beat this game in like 19 minutes. And then bam, 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 and I get it done. But yeah, I didn't find any any symbology in that. I just wanted to kill 15 minutes.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I always picture like, if I ever move out of my, like, help my parents move out of their house, like, that's the house I grew up in, but at the same time, it's just like, this is just a task that needs done. This is like, this is just I don't know. You can't get sentimental about location, I guess. I don't know.
Do you have anything else he did split this up based on the worlds of the game. So we're still in World 1. There's 8 worlds in the game?
8 worlds.
So I don't have any more notes.
Do you have something on page 95? Or is that past World 2?
Do not. I have something that says Pressy. I don't know what that even says, man. Press Y. You don't have to catch a one, but I like to do it all the time. Whatever. No, I don't have anything on page 95. What do you have?
I was just going to say, this is another you question because you're kind of the de facto Mario 3 expert, but he says you only get a 1-up if you match the 3 cards exactly.
Yes. No. You get it for free.
For free, if you get one 1-up.
5 up if you match them.
That's what I was saying.
If they're all 3 stars, I think it's 3 up if they're all fire flowers.
He says,
I don't know what it is when you get all mushrooms.
He says you can only match if you only get a 1-up if you match them. And I'm like, that's not, like, I played the game. It's like you get the card.
I was frustrated that he didn't realize that if you run at full speed, you get a star every time. Like if you max out your run meter.
What, really?
Yep.
Oh, it's exactly. That would have been interesting.
I found that out myself when I was a kid.
That would have been an interesting little fact.
So we're at Beyond the Grass. Despite the name, there isn't a lot of grass on display in the now completed grassland. The name seems he describes the map as he's leaving it. The name seems almost... That would have been funny to describe that in the opening. There's not a lot of grass. There's a lot of hills with eyes.
Yeah.
Man, the hills with eyes? He doesn't talk about that? That's kind of creepy.
That's very Rolfian. James Rolfe description.
Let's see. Non-linear levels. The easy part is finished. Ahead lies the desert, which this has the best music in the game, I think. And I've got at the beginning of page 98, again, continue to ignore your dying grandma.
This is page 98. He also, I think...
and another bad drink. Really bad drink.
Doesn't he get tripped over like, oh, he's Princess Peach in this game, but not in Toadstool?
I found another typo.
Oh my god, that one's egregious.
Saturday, April 28th,
20,000.
2012.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not even notice that
That
the first
one.
time around. Did not expect to already have a 3-day gap in these entries, but life does that.
Life, you know.
Vovo had a pacemaker put in, and we're told she's feeling better. Either way, that and other situations of life made it necessary to backburner this project for a few days, making me much happier that I chose to power through and complete World 1 last time. It's 3:30 a.m. Today's libation is Paps, Don't Judge Me, and a shot of Jack, The Desert Awaits.
I love him.
Horrible drink, ignore your grandma.
I remember, like, when my grandpa was dying, I was, like, the de facto one, like, Duncan, go take care of grandpa. I was like, I don't remember anything else I was doing at that time. It was, like, during that summer of my life.
I mean, even then, I'd be ashamed if I wasn't waiting on my grandparents' hand and foot to write that in. You can't talk about it like it's stressing you out if you're not doing that.
Right. I was like, I mean, like, oftentimes, even in that case, I was, like, often there, like, he was just napping. So just, like, even then, I was like, I don't know, you just, like...
And that is such a tender thing. Like, it's so weird to write about it conjoined with video game
Vovo.
Vovo.
Well, no, because, like, to him, video games are, like, important. Like, it is, like, he even said so. It was the rock and roll of his time.
All right.
Page 99.
My grandparents are dying.
The fourth mention of
Doki Panic. Doki Doki Panic. Dude, you see that? You're clipping it?
Yeah.
Nice. It's Doki Doki Panic time. I hope he explains it again. I actually do like how he describes the pipes.
Yes, I did
like
point
the
that
Middle
out.
Eastern pipeline.
Yeah, I pointed that out. I was like, oh, that's kind of a clever connection.
Because that was like in the minds of people in what, 91? 89 when they're developing the game.
Right. I was like, okay, Bob, that's actually kind of a clever...
I've never thought about that before.
Yeah. Page 105.
But he never elaborates on it.
Oh, sorry. On page 103, he describes water kind of well. I'm really grasping at straws to, like, give him a compliment.
9 out of 10, not enough water.
Page 101, before that, he describes his exercise routine.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Oh, man, he barely cares about level 2, 3, which is like, or I'm sorry, 2 quicksand, which is one of my favorite levels in the game.
Is this Sun? Is this Angry Sun?
It's the Angry Sun.
Angry Sun.
I had nightmares about that when I was a kid.
I love Angry Sun. That's a fun level.
Dude, that gave me such a freak out when I was a kid. You're just playing the game, and then halfway through the level, the fucking sun comes down and chases you.
And you don't expect it. It's so crazy.
It scared me. That was like the OG jump scare, and he barely gives it half a paragraph. It's the coolest idea for an enemy in the entire game. It's horrifying. There's like tornadoes and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like you're literally in hell.
I remember, like, in the episode, like, not in like the little icon. It's not even like world like 2.
It's quicksand.
It's just a little. It's like, oh, that's so creepy. It's like, what's gonna be in this level?
I still have tornado nightmares. I don't have nightmares about the sun coming down anymore, but I still have tornado nightmares where I'm running through tornadoes.
It's a funny perspective change because you see the sun up in the corner and it's following you, and then all of a sudden it
and it looks pissed.
Yeah, it's angry at you.
Everyone draws happy suns. The sun is good, except for right now. He never talks about the symbology of that.
Mr. Miyamoto-san, very good sun drawing.
Let's see, on page 104, he mentions specifically that he talks about Buzzy Beetles. I don't know what his obsession with Buzzy Beetles is.
Lamest enemy.
They're still typically drawn and mostly turtle-like in the licensed artwork. He loves licensed artwork.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, if it's not licensed, it's not the Bible.
Very clever. Oh, should we mention the episode of the Game Over Thinker?
Dry spell.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Should we mention the episode of the Game Overthinker known as Building a Better Gamer?
The best episode. I think we talked about it
Oh,
during
did
the
we?
first
Did
part.
we?
In the first, 4 hours of this.
Okay.
Dude, we're 43 minutes into this.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
Holy
we could
smokes.
probably. If not, Building a Better Gamer, that's the one where we could probably just cut this if we already repeated ourselves.
Yeah, who are you kidding? We're not going to go back and edit this.
He makes a video basically scolding his fellow gamers for being out of shape and uncultured, and he gives them advice on diet, exercise, and literature, and quality movies and movies things you can like reading the news and
all great ideas.
Yeah,
he does none of them.
Yeah, I would say and Bob is a tremendous hypocrite. So it also just is condescending to just hear someone say that. Kind of everyone kind of knows that on some level. You don't need someone to point it out like a dick.
It's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yes. Give it a watch. It is a great viewing because it is so smug and
if you want all the women to leave a room, just put that on the TV.
Oh no, that's a different Game Overthinker episode where he has a memorial for the Nintendo Power.
Oh, it's also Building a Better Gamer, where he's holding the Wiimote. But yeah, the memorial for Nintendo Power.
He has a 15-minute long
And what I've learned from this book is it's not that he liked reading cool articles or reading the comics or anything. It's that he likes the licensed lore.
Yes.
It's the lore.
It's gotta be in that damn booklet.
It's gotta be in the Nintendo licensed book. If it's not, it's not worth anything.
Something on page 105, he says the word quixotic again. Which isn't that it's something that he could have mentioned.
Remlazar.
He could have mentioned what each Koopaling was based on, culturally.
Yeah,
there's
they're all pop stars.
There's Iggy. There's an Iggy,
Lemmy,
Lemmy,
Motorhead.
One of the one. If he's such a kind
Iggy
of
Pop,
lib himself, he should have mentioned Morton Koopa Jr., which is Morton Downey Jr. is not a well-known person today, but was this I mean, if you're interested in
can you name all the Koopalings?
Is Iggy Morton? Oh fuck! Oh my god, the one with the horn rim glasses. There's there's a Tina Turner one. Is it just Tina? Is it?
There's Wendy, Larry.
You said Lemmy already. There's 8, right?
Boy,
or 7.
There's a Beethoven one.
Ludwig.
Yeah. We're missing 2.
Did I ever say Morton?
I don't know.
Okay.
Obviously, we're not real fans. We don't subscribe to the lore.
Let's see. 107. It must be a filtration system for the. It was just trying
That's
to.
Stupid.
Just fucking. There's no lore. There is no lore to these stupid games.
Oh, we're already in 3-1. April 30th, 2012. World 3, Waterland. Just had a creepy yet utterly banal pre-bedtime moment. A box of cereal I vividly remember opening and eating from a day or so ago is sealed shut. It has never been opened. I'm not sure what this means or implies, either about me or the cereal. Did I hallucinate eating the cereal? Of all the things to conjure, why that? And if so, why not a cereal I like more than Special K? Red berries. If I was going to dream of cereal, I'd have preferred it be something more potent, like Fruity Pebbles or Boo Berry, whatever. Time to play some of the water levels. Could it be that his mom bought the Special K?
It could be.
He doesn't live alone. Does he do the grocery shopping?
Maybe that's his one job. Maybe.
Review movies and go get more Special K.
Should we just read the entirety of page 110?
Actually, I thought this was one of the best ideas in the book.
Yeah, I was to say.
Because he's talking about May Day.
Yeah.
And I did not know May Day was actually a holiday.
It is, yeah.
Or I might have vaguely understood that.
Yeah.
On page 110, he's talking about May 1st, 2012, and how that's May Day, which is, as he says, the International Workers' Day, and here in the U.S. as Law Day, Loyalty Day, and Americanization Day at one point or another. Seems as good a moment as any to briefly consider Mario's distinctly working class character aesthetic. Do you want to read the working class hero
Sure.
excerpt?
This actually may be. Well, let me plug back.
I think this is one of the only good things in the book.
Yeah, especially
Because I've never thought about Mario really as working. I mean, I know he's working class, but I've never thought about it hard.
Yeah. So as it reads, by now it's common knowledge that Mario's character design, as far back as when he was simply called Jumpland, came from mostly from graphical necessity. He wears overalls so that you could see the animation of his arms moving. He has a large mustache so his nose can be better discerned. He wears a hat because hair would have been problematic to render. But by happenstance or not, it can't be ignored that these visual details, when combined with the original Donkey Kong's building construction setting and sledgehammer weaponry, added up to a character who fit very specific pop culture archetypes of working class Italian American, presumably from New York or some similar large eastern U.S. metropolis. Intentionally or not, I would contend that Mario's connection with his archetype, and by extension, the powerful cultural feeling it serves in America and elsewhere, is a big part of why the character has become so enduring. Granted, simply having a superhero, who goes about the business of slaying the dragon, again, it has his style of writing, but it's slaying the dragon and rescuing
the dragon is capitalized.
The dragon's capitalized, which is annoying. The princess, also capitalized, and the inherently proletariat uniform of overalls, boots, and a cap is a pretty powerful image in of itself, especially when you consider his specific career as a plumber means he typically labors mostly out of sight, often dealing with less than pleasant but incredibly necessary mechanics of modern infrastructure. By making the Mario Brothers Italian-American adds yet another layer to its symbolism. They aren't just laborers, they're the children or grandchildren of immigrants. In an amusing sense, their unlikely second life as heroes of another world serves as an extension of the metaphor. They are now once more a pair of workers trying to make their way in yet another new world. So, oh damn, that mic really picked it up well.
Better.
We
need some ASMR in this.
Yeah.
Sounds better than my voice.
That's probably again, we pointed out a lot of, again, formatting flaws, but that's actually kind of where Bob probably should have. And that's actually written very similar to how Game Over Thinker episodes are formatted.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah, so it's like
everyone loves an underdog, especially in the 80s. You got Rocky and stuff like that.
Yeah. The Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like that.
Ghostbusters. We all love underdogs.
The slobs versus snobs.
I don't know a lot about football or sports, but when I watch a sports team play on TV and I don't know anything about either team, I root for the one with the least wins.
Speaking of, how's Bama doing? 17-17 at the half. Damn.
That tells you what day this is recorded on.
Yeah. The Oklahoma one is
the Venn diagram for Movie Bob, fans, haters, lovers.
Deep South college football fans. I'm sure you're out there. Page 116. He talks about seeing the Avengers multiple times in the theaters.
Hang on. I've got on page 114.
Oh, okay.
He has. Oh, this is May 3rd, 2011. 2011? Boy, he's really inconsistent with the dates. I think he meant 2012.
Yeah, it has to
be. He can't write a single year right. May 3rd, 2011. Had a productive day earlier, yesterday evening. Impromptu meetup with my brother led to knocking some key location shooting off of the Game Over Thinker itinerary, and some beer and burgers were shared. I'm a private, handle your shit guy most of the time, but the chance to hang out with the family members I don't see every day helps center me, so his brother's not living at home. Keep me able to see my life from the outside where it all looks less casually apocalyptic.
Huh?
I moving away from his parents is casually apocalyptic.
Interesting.
So I wrote, not a bad drink, but a drink. Beer and burgers.
Beer and burgers. Yeah, it's not Schweppes and Captain.
How embarrassing would it be if he talked about his brother like, I'm Mario and he's Luigi?
Oh, that's not that different from what he has said in the past.
Because he seems to love his brother and hangs out with him. What?
No, I'm just reading my notes about just like him talking about the Avengers.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
We're going to 116.
He loves
May 6, 2012.
May 6, 2012.
Do you have the excerpt or like an edited version of it? I don't know if you want me to read the whole thing.
Fuck, what's that? What chapter?
Suffice to say, the most interesting parts of this section of the book are the journal entries, not the actual text itself. There's not a lot because he's describing... Duncan, you talked about how you watched the new season of Frasier and you accidentally you thought you turned on like captions.
This is a funny, embarrassing thing that I did. Not embarrassing, but like more
It's embarrassing that you watched the new season of Frasier.
So I watched the news. I think honestly, there's now a season 2 of New Frasier. So this was season 1 of New Frasier. And at first I thought that there was like this quirky aspect of the release where they describe like what's happening when people walk in like the room. So like the narration was going like Frasier and his nephew walk into the room to discuss with the professor, and it was like, okay, that's very similar to like the title interludes of like the, you know, like there's
like New Yorker comic strip like captions. Like this is obviously super funny. If I had an IQ over like 160,
yeah. At first I was like, oh, this is like the new version of that. They no longer have the title cards. This is
hoity-toity, and
then I was like, no, I just had
not like my blue collar Mayday hero.
I had the sight impaired settings on where if you're blind you can watch Paramount Plus programming.
The point is that this whole section of this book reads like if you were blind impaired and could not play Mario Brothers 3 yourself. You know what's more fun than video games? Reading about them.
I'm gonna say here's something that confused me. Page 117.
Oh, did we want to talk about page 116 with the Avengers? Come on.
No, okay, we can talk about it, yeah.
So at 5:09 a.m., let's see, the release of the Avengers and the subsequent need to see it multiple times with various groups of friends, both for work and for pleasure, have claimed a few evenings by now. Anyway, he goes on for like 5 more paragraphs of this book to talk about how awesome the Avengers are. And you were talking about the other night how this is kind of a time capsule.
Yeah.
In that everyone saw the Avengers.
Yeah,
we're at the Marvel overstimulation period, I think. Most of society is there.
Yeah, everyone's done. But
it's not cool to say that anymore because everyone knows it.
There was a time of sincere.
We saw it. We saw the first few Avengers releases.
Yes, I would say I think Age of Ultron might have been the last Marvel movie I saw in theaters, but
that movie sucked.
It was so boring. But the first Avengers movie was legitimately like very popular, and it's like kind of weird to see kind of there being a weird underdog aspect of it.
Avengers was like the last movie I think you could watch multiple times and no one would question you.
People watch The Force Awakens like quite a bit.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. That came out like what?
Only
2 years later?
2 years later, I would say 2015, so about 2-3.
The last years that theaters were relevant.
Yeah. Again, I think we talked about this earlier, but I think like a couple big releases kind of extended their relevance.
No one ever said I'm going to wait for it to come out in Disney Plus.
Yeah. I think I don't know. We're half Force Awakened defenders. I think we.
I have no plans to watch it again. I like it the same way I like Iron Man. No, I like Iron Man.
I'll rewatch Iron Man.
I'll rewatch Iron Man. I like it the same way I like Iron Man 2. If it's on the TV at the dentist office, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's not like a movie I avoid, but like I think people now are like, I think people are embarrassed that they said they liked it when it came out, and now they're saying, "Oh, actually, it was a terrible movie." It's like it's not a terrible movie. I think it's well paced and
No, Neil Breen's terrible.
Neil Breen's terrible. Yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't watch Neil Breen if it was on at the dentist office. I probably would.
I think
I probably think this is a really cool dentist.
Would you? Did you go to the orthodontist that played Alvin the Chipmunks 2 on repeat? Like,
Yeah, and they had the Xbox in the corner.
yeah.
Dude, I describe people's personalities like you got like a cool orthodontist personality. We had the same orthodontist growing up, I'm pretty sure, because he'd always give me a fist bump.
Yes. I don't. We're not going to drop names of local orthodontists, but yes.
Okay, Doc G.
Yes. With the Hummer, he had a Hummer as his.
I didn't know he had a Hummer, but
No. Like they had it was a Hummer wrapped in.
Oh, to pick you up from school.
No, not to pick you up. Just
no,
like,
they do that now.
What?
They come pick you up from school if your mom can't take off work or whatever.
This is like Uncle Ernie stuff. This is weird.
So this guy would give me a fist bump while my face is being like pulled open. He's like, "So, dude, you're going to state college next year, dude? That's awesome. I love their football team, dude. Give me a fist bump." It's like, can you trust a high energy orthodontist? I don't know. I felt weird, and granted, I was awkward in high school. Who wasn't?
I think he was one of those.
Shy.
I think this is common for people who work on your teeth. Is like they
look in my mouth and see dollar signs.
Well, that, but also they struggle with like aging children correctly in their like headcanon.
Yeah.
Like my wife said, like they took her to this dentist like well into high school, and was like he was like this ancient Hungarian man, and like he like was still like doing like while she was like a freshman in high school, like I got your nose, you see. It was like, I got your nose.
See, but if it's like a Hungarian guy, I think that's hilarious. If it's like a very Americanized person,
yeah.
When you're a kid, you want to be taken seriously.
Right.
And as you get closer and closer to adulthood, you want to be taken seriously even more. It's closer to 18.
Yeah. So you're saying if he's a funny European accent, everything's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's adorable.
Very nice.
Because he doesn't know.
I'm stupid. I'm from Hungary.
See, I would love it if an orthodontist told me that.
Yeah. I dropped it in the donkey baskets. Well, I took mule to work. I brought it from Budapest. This is definitely something that happens.
All right. Do you have anything? Man, I'm running out of notes.
Yeah, I would say we could probably. 117. You're again. I want to ask your expertise. How are Big Bertha and Boss Bass different? Are these different characters? Or is he using?
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I think. What does it? Yeah, I don't care. I call them big fish.
Page 118.
I thought Big Bertha was the name. Yeah, I don't care. They're big fish. I thought they were all called Big Bertha. I'm going to renege on that a little bit.
Page 118.
118.
You ready for this one?
The dream is alive. The Shy Guys, the main foot soldier enemy of Super Mario Bros. 2, would not rejoin the series until Yoshi's Island several years later. As mentioned before, the American Western Super Mario Bros. 2 began life as another Miyamoto-developed Famicom game called Doki Doki Panic, whose players' characters were reskinned into Mario and friends because the original Japanese Super Mario Bros. 2, released to the West much later as the Lost Levels, was deemed unfit, too difficult for U.S. audiences at the time. The story of Super Mario Bros. 2 was taken actually in the dream world. Actually, it's called Subcon.
Oh,
that's a sin of sin. I don't think he... No, he does call it Subcon later on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the canon. Adherence to the canon.
He loves that.
All right, that was our Second phone call from loved ones.
Yeah. So that was my wife calling me. She just wanted to know if I get picked up.
My mom called me earlier.
And then Will played Mario 2 for a couple seconds.
Yeah, that's cool. I always pick Peach. I like her because she can fly.
Yo, yeah, that's the.
And she's a girl.
Yeah. Dude, she's like goated in 3D World.
Dude, she's kind of hot in that game.
She's kind of hot in Mario Kart World. A little bit.
Dude, I think she's hotter when she's made of like 4 blocks.
No, Mario Kart World, like 2-piece bikinis are canon now. So I think her and Daisy are now on 2 pieces.
Okay. Thanks. On page 120, we have another cocktail. Generously proportioned beer Bacardi cocktail.
Oh my god.
And I wrote, and I could see I'm getting very drunk around here because my R is like trailing off. His drink choices suck.
Wait. We should say at some point, maybe this is the reason why it took so long. I don't agree as to why it took so long. He shuts off his Wii accidentally.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, on page 120, he accidentally shuts his Wii off, doesn't save the game, has to start it all over again from the beginning.
Oh, yeah, mistakes were made. Yeah, it's in that same section.
Yeah. So he gets back to drinking, and that's to start the game from the beginning, so it doesn't pick up again for another couple
Yeah,
weeks.
he's at World 3.
Yeah. I think he uses a warp whistle, is what he says.
It's one world. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Again, these fuckers, they love that Tanuki suit. Page 130. I'm kind of skipping ahead.
I kind of wish he was a furry. It'd be simpler.
Not a furry. He's it's weird the subcultures he avoided. I
wrote somewhere in the book, and I didn't think it was worth bringing it up. He kind of reminds me of bronies, but no one talks about bronies anymore.
I think
Did the bronies like all get jobs in Wall Street and wear ties now?
I think bronies are a weird,
Madison Ave.
I think people are gonna disagree. I think they're a weirdly normal subculture in a way, in the sense of like
everyone dunked on them, but they're fine mostly.
I mean, fuck, compared to like Steven Universe or like Has Been Hotel or like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Undertale.
Or
like underwear.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm skipping ahead.
Page 127, he says, dodging the bullet bills is like Saving Private Ryan.
We already talked about how it was his own personal Vietnam.
Yeah. I think honestly at this point, there's not too much. It's just, I'm just going to go over like funny things I read.
He talks about an air bug where he can get through a water jet barrier without the frog power. But it's I don't care. I didn't do that.
Page 136, I actually like his description of World 5, is what I said. One thing I really like about like early stages of things is like, especially like early Nintendo, because like they weren't thinking of an American audience. So here's just like the Tower of Babel, just like in a Mario game.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of cool. It was like,
but again, I'd just rather play the game and see it for myself and experience it.
Right.
It's one of the coolest levels in the game.
Yeah. It was like, okay, that's actually clever. It was like on
Kenny stops talking about drinks from this point on.
Yeah, page 142, he talks about how busy he is. He literally just plays video games and writes for The Escapist about video games.
On page 139, he spends like a paragraph talking about how in the manual they call it a Goomba shoe, but later on they called it the Karibo shoe, which makes it sound much more rare and interesting.
Yeah. I know, I highlight that too.
And I've got Thing America, frowny face, Thing Japan, happy face.
That's typical of these fucking.
Oh, and he reviewed Battleship on May 18th, and he forgot to put the year. I don't know. Really sucks at years.
He again Tanuki. He gets very excited when he gets that Tanuki suit.
He loves the Tanuki suit.
he actually talks about the game design behind the Tanuki suit, which is rare because actually what's really shitty about this book is that despite being about a video game, he doesn't really talk about game mechanics.
No, and we talked about that during the last segment.
Yeah.
That would have made the book for me if he got deeper into topics like how Mario's a blue-collar hero, the game mechanics, the sound design, leading the player on. I learned how to play Mario 3 without a manual. I think most people did. You didn't need a manual to learn how to play it, right?
No, I just played it.
It's natural.
Yeah.
It's natural enough that anyone who's never played a video game before can figure it out.
Yeah.
Cut to the clip of the game journalist.
Can't play for the pigeon. Can't play it. Well, that was Cuphead.
It literally has it written out, double tap X or whatever to double jump.
Admittedly, Cuphead is very hard.
The pigeon's like solving
even though the
puzzles.
pigeon can figure it out.
Okay, so
147. Here's a fun humble brag he does.
He does that a lot.
Because he's a member of the media, and they would literally just give a media pass to anyone back in the early 2010s if you just were an internet guy.
Is he talking about Men in Black?
Men in Black 3.
Yeah.
So he talks about being able to screen it early. So again,
he was researching obscure spin-offs of the Flintstones for a different project. Did that ever come to fruition?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care about the Flintstones.
Page 157. I wrote down
except for Viva Rock Vegas.
For some reason I need to look up what's on 157 because I wrote down vis-a-vis ergo, which is that's
what you're gonna say.
It's what this is what I mean when I...
What does vis-a-vis ergo mean for us corn-eating?
No. I wrote this down because I think he was being pretentious, and I've anytime... Oh yeah, he does say vis-a-vis. It feels an awful lot like 6-4 was the first level in the game where the design vis-a-vis the layout of obstacles can actually be called cheap instead of simply challenging. I was like, that was I don't know. I just think it's funny to point that out because have you seen The Matrix 2?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It was like just the architect scene where he's just like they're sitting in that stupid room, and then like he's like on the vis-a-vis ergo, you are the fifth version of
using Latin to sound smart.
Yeah. It could just be like Freud or something.
Yeah, quid pro quo.
Yeah. I thought that was just funny. It was just like, God damn it, Bob.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be Colonel Sanders.
That'd be funny.
I think there's a college humor parody of that. I'm almost positive there is, and I'm not the first person to think of that.
Oh no! Do you remember on the 2002 MTV Music Awards where like Will Ferrell plays the architect?
No.
Okay. There's look it up on YouTube. It's very funny. If you ever seen that movie.
Okay, on page 152 I've come just a bit too far. I'm sorry, Wednesday, May 23rd, 2012. He wrote the year, but he didn't put an apostrophe, so I don't even know anymore. I've come just a bit too far to let that happen. Suck it up, settle in, chug your beer. It's time to face at least the first few legs of this long, hard slog through the snow. In reference to World 6, Iceland.
Oh my God. I wish he talked more about the weather outside in old Massachusetts. You just not spend that much time outside. Is that what's happening? Is that really what's happening? Like, it's like that'd be kind of...
That's summer.
Yeah.
Or whatever, spring.
Let's see. I think it's
on page 155. Are you ahead of me or
I'm ahead of you. I stopped writing notes.
Page 155. I have a second troop of patrols an L-shaped arrangement of ice blocks, and there's a brick block floating just far away enough that throwing him is the only way to hit it. I do, dodging him when he bounces back towards me and then again off the wall behind me, as a white beanstalk sprouts up from the block and rises high into the air. Great! Like I wrote, this kind of sarcasm blows. It's just, I hate that kind of stuff, where it's like, he's behind me, isn't he?
Refer back to page 110 where he goes, or 116, he saw the Avengers in the theaters, so... That was this time period.
It's not a sentence.
Yeah.
Okay.
That did a thing.
We did a thing.
I would say we're starting to get into the
Dude, do you fuck with multiverses?
Dude, I dig on the multiverse. He really starts towards the end. I'm just
157, he talks about, waxes philosophical about when he used to play Super Mario Brothers 3 just for fun.
Oh wait, I wrote that down too.
I hated that. I underlined that.
He talks about how difficult it is to play video games.
160, auto scrolling, ice blocks, donut lifts. Hooray! And I circled it.
He is so irritated. It's just like
he's frustrated with this as much as I am. He should be the optimist.
Yeah. You wrote the fucking book.
And then on 163, I have play video games, ignore grandma.
I'm really starting to notice the grandma through line is getting the air conditioning.
This is the journal entry on Tuesday, May 28th, 2012, when he talks about how he avoided going to see grandma and he went to the arcade bar that his brother told him about that had the pinball machine from Pinball Wizard. Oh, I'm sorry. The bar is called the Pinball Wizard. And he got a beer there.
Defunct. COVID killed it, probably.
He saw the Sailor Moon beat him up. Localized.
Damn.
Localized!
Fucking epic. His air conditioner...
playing the classic games as a psychological balm.
The fuck does that mean?
like a moisturizer.
You moisturize your brain. Charlie, we're moisturizing the balm.
Charlie, you got too many wrinkles in your brain.
It's not good for you.
Oh, okay, Frank.
Oh.
Go ahead. You're right. I got too many wrinkles. I'll take care of you, Charlie.
Let me pick out them wrinkles with a knife. His AC starting to fucking break down. It's getting rattly.
Does he talk about that?
It's not like it's gonna. This will come back later. Trust me.
Oh. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right. Let's move.
Let's see. He's talking about on 164 glitches that he can't do, but he knows about, but he's not good enough at Mario Brothers 3 that he can't do the glitch. So why do you even bother bringing it up? I don't know. Could you reference? Could you interview someone? Do some firsthand research?
Primary sources, like a book.
Find someone who can do it. I don't know. Learn from them. Talk about how hard it is to do the glitch. Talk about the mentality. Anyway, we're on to page 168, World 7. Saturday, June 1st, 2012. We're here the last month. Last two worlds. And he talks about living in pseudo-squalor for the experience. No. But in fact, I haven't found the proper space yet. I don't expect to find a palace, but I'm also not looking to move into somewhere sketchy. Living in pseudo-squalor for the experience is the 20-year-olds who just moved to New York, not 30-year-olds who are belatedly moving from one part of Massachusetts to a different part of Massachusetts. Anyway. That was mildly interesting.
Yeah. What is that the name of the Reddit? r/mildly interesting?
Yeah. I'm not a big Reddit user, obviously, but
aware of the culture.
I'm sure I've just said like 5,000 Redditisms, and someone's gonna go, "Is it really windy outside?"
I'm touching the.
Oh, jeez, it's freaking me out.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Now I know what it is. Let's see. I wrote something about level 7-3. He talks about having a super hard time with it. I remember this level very specifically. This is where you have to get the Starman over and over and over and over. You have to do it like 20 times. And it takes a lot of skill. It's one of my favorite levels in the game.
Interesting.
Because you get in a rhythm, and your Starman runs right out. You're running across all these little chompers, I think is what they're called.
Yeah.
And you got to smack the star block perfectly every single time. It's the only way to finish the level is all skill.
Okay.
And he talks about how awful it is.
So he has nothing interesting to say about it. What page are we on?
He talks about it as bland. 172.
172.
And I wrote, this is wrong. This level rocks.
I was gonna say that sounds interesting. That sounds like how people, people.
It's
do
like a Mario Maker level.
I was just about to say that. It's like it sounds like how people. Yeah, it's like a Mario Maker level.
Where you're too late in the game to not know how to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it, then take the easy route. Don't complain about it.
Yeah. All right. Anything past? Because I the next place I have notes is 189.
189. I'm surprised I got more notes than you for once.
I was gonna
This
say,
is great.
I think you're early.
I was so worried that I wouldn't have enough notes.
I was really into the early part of this book, and
let's see, nothing super interesting. I obviously did not edit my notes at this point. I did not get far enough. I've got 186. Continue to ignore grandma on Friday, June 15, 2012. And he goes on for a few more paragraphs about how she's back in and out of doctor's care. And he'd be happy for her to go to her rest. She'd be a fiercely self-resilient person. It's just kind of funny how he never talks about talking to her.
Right.
Or gleaning any knowledge from her, or relating it to Mario, or his love of Mario, or how he and Vovo would spend late nights playing Mario or watching the cartoon or anything like that. She's just there in the background.
Yeah.
Lurking.
Yeah. It's and again, like, you don't even have to have that connection. Just like say like you spent time with her. I don't that was 186?
Yeah, and the 189, which I think is where you're at.
That's where I'm at, yeah.
Very interesting. On Saturday, June 16th, he doesn't do anything. It's not a good day. Evelyn Chipman, his grandmother, had passed.
Yes.
Sunday, June 17th, 2012, he has a few paragraphs where he talks about the hate of the Western death pageantry.
I was just about to bring
and
this
the
up.
whole funeral scene. Duncan, you haven't talked in a while. I'm sorry. I've been catching up with you.
No. In the sense that he,
because I just wrote loser at the bottom.
Right. Well, that's what basically that's what I wanted to say. Is just the Western death ritual of like he's not into the funeral, so
these are the thoughts that I had when I was 16.
Yeah. So the guy's 33.
I don't care about funerals.
It was like why do we?
Death is awesome.
Dude, it's like why do we go through this death? So what he did was on page 192, he, instead of attending the funeral itself, which was a couple days later, he went and bought an air conditioning unit.
Oh, and also he talks about on that same page how he went to watch Marvel movies again. He went to watch the Avengers.
I think I was seeing.
Does it have watch Marvel, ignore your family?
So
not only that, he did get the air conditioner too.
God damn it. So his grandma dies. He skips the funeral to purchase an air conditioning unit.
So I was in no psychological state to attend the post-burial let's all eat potluck and somberly socialize business afterwards, is one of the sentences that stuck out to me.
Oh, like a funeral? Like how things adults go to?
Yeah. Be a man.
Yeah.
Support your family.
Yeah. It's like, oh, sorry, you had to have like little pigs in it. Like, just eat some fucking those bacon wrapped chestnuts. Jesus Christ, Bob.
Yeah, hug your mom.
Yeah,
hug your aunt.
I'm sure there's wine. Do what a grown adult does and get trashed at a fucking funeral.
I mean, yeah, it's like one of the few times you can get trashed. Everyone's gonna go, oh, he's coping.
Yeah. No one will judge you. Come on, Bob. Mix your Schweppes with beer or whatever, or red cream soda or whatever you want to do. Just
on page 195, you spelled brakes wrong, and that always pisses me off.
He got into a car crash.
Yep.
And then
he spells it brakes like he broke something, not like brakes like stop the car.
Bob!
AKES instead of EAKES.
I get, yeah, we're not like grammar, but come on.
That always sticks out to me because I read a lot of Craigslist ads.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the brakes are not working.
Oh my God.
They spell it wrong, but those are hicks.
When you cover your license plate with a thumb.
Yeah.
Those people.
But you have your kid in all the pictures or something.
Yeah. Your kid, it was taken at night.
Yeah, you get like the headlights on at the car wash and it's like covered in foam. Like, oh, this Charger looking good.
Dude, Craigslist ads are awesome.
Hours on Craigslist. Hours. I have probably 100. I'm probably like the top 1% of Craigslist players on the planet.
Dude,
If there was ever a leaderboard for Craigslist, I'd be up there.
I bet, yeah. Well,
I wish I could do like a speed run of Craigslist.
To be fair,
for someone.
I'm sure if you looked at your statistics, your now that personals are gone, you used to love sending us personals.
Dude, when we travel, I would if I was riding shotgun, I would pull up the Craigslist personals for every little town that we pass through, just to see like what kind of kinky shit these people are into. It's just so good. I wish that still existed.
Damn, just passing through like Merton, North Carolina or North Dakota, and
I think there's an entire server dedicated to my Craigslist usage in a farm somewhere in Iowa, like in a plant. It's just burning up because I've got 40 tabs open right now.
The Facebook Marketplace was a detriment to society because it did fracture like the Craigslist people off to.
It sure did. The anonymousness is way more fun on Craigslist.
That shows you how interesting this book is because we're just in a Craigslist tangent.
Oh, on page 197, he invokes Crimson King with In the Court of the Koopa King.
Fuck.
Which is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, great album.
And fucking ruins it. One of my favorite books, one of my favorite albums.
Prague.
I hate it when people I don't like things that I like.
I'm just gonna. He mentions the Tanuki again. He got to save up those Tanuki suits.
That's right.
I'm just gonna skip ahead. He beats Bowser.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, King Koopa or whatever, because he loves. On top of overusing the word.
But he wanted to finish as Hammer Bro Mario.
Yes.
And he couldn't.
Wow. Much like what was the word that we were obsessed with earlier?
Quixotic.
He uses the word umpteenth like a bunch. I was like, I don't know why that annoyed me. Maybe I'm just being neurotic, but like I think umpteenth kind of annoyed me.
That's only good if you're trying to sound like down homey.
Yeah. Umpteenth is a word you say out loud and you don't write ever.
Yeah.
It's like using like the twice, where it's like that you will use the twice and like or this.
Sure.
I never say the word umpteenth in written form.
Umpteenth is like if you're trying to sound cute.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he knocked on my door the umpteenth time I finally opened.
Yeah, it sounds like a very Facebook posty kind of turn of phrase.
Yes. It's for your mom.
At the very, very end, page 204, he has this beautiful story where he finds his original NES and his original SMB3 cartridge and blows it off and plays it after. Will, did this happen?
No.
So that is the end of Brick by Brick, the actual text of the book. Do we want to wait?
My original, real, authentic NES. I hated myself for letting it languish there. It should have stayed hooked up forever. But this was an oversight I would correct. Other boxes yielded more treasures. The SNES, the Nintendo 64, a Dreamcast, the controllers and the hookups for all of them, and yes, my original copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. After some refurbishing with rubbing alcohol and careful dusting, I hooked them up to my new TV and powered them up. After a few tense moments and some good old-fashioned cartridge wiggling, it worked. The machine still works. The game, in every sense of the word, still works. I am at last home.
And that's how the book ends.
It's about coming home.
So,
fuck this book.
Fuck that book. Do we want to give final thoughts when Billy gets here, or do you kind of want to?
Man, he's taking forever.
He is taking forever. Oh, that's from other person. I don't know. I could use a bathroom break, and then we could do some final thoughts.
Okay, we can pause it. Oh. We're back after a short break.
Yeah, so I think I think the issue with part 4 is that there's just, I mean, it's a bad walk. It's essentially a let's play in written form, like you
How
said
many
earlier.
travel books have you read, Duncan?
Like a couple or so.
Like like someone's journal entries. Like one of my favorites is Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
Oh, I heard
And-
I heard it's a very common one.
RCR recommended it, and it's a good book. It's frustrating, but this man drives across the country. I guess without spoiling anything, he drives across the country on a motorcycle with his son.
Okay.
And it's a vintage motorcycle, and it's breaking down, and he has to fix it. They camp on the side of the road. They stay with friends. They stay at hotels. And he waxes philosophical. It's more about the philosophical nature of the journey. And there's deeper themes there. It's not just about the journey. The main themes in that are perfectionism. He talks about what is goodness, what is greatness, things that really drive in your brain. Quality, that's the word he uses a lot. Quality. He's a professor at a college, and he kind of has a mental breakdown when he tells a student, this is quality work. And he's like, but what the fuck does quality actually mean? How do you know what quality is? How do you discern that? He makes a whole book. It's not just about motorcycles. It's barely about motorcycles and travel. It's about quality.
Yeah.
That's the theme from that book. We're not literary experts.
Yeah, but you can tell there's something out there from that one.
He's talking about things that are bigger than you or me. What does Bob talk about that's bigger than you or me?
I think on some level, he thinks that the grandma subplot and his struggles with it is that elevation. I think he is aware on some level that a straight up retelling of his playing of Mario 3 would not be interesting, which is true. It wasn't very interesting at all. I think he thinks that he had but I think it's so revealing how little introspection he really has.
Yep.
When you read the grandma subplot.
Yes.
Because he clearly is not mature enough to even attend the funeral. We saw him go to an air conditioner. He really links weird aspects of the video game.
It's too telling.
It's too. I think that is the biggest. He overshares his cards and undershares his cards too often. I think like he doesn't give us insight into how he thinks in an interesting way, but somehow the things he omits and the things he shares he doesn't realize is embarrassing is ultimately kind of what makes the book even readable to a certain extent.
You know how we could have woven this a little more elegantly?
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers 3 is immortality. It's going to be the same forever.
Yeah, there could have been something like...
It's the same as when he was 5 years old, when he was at his friend's house, when maybe Vovo... He could have lied and just said he played with it with Vovo once.
It's you're just writing a book, so who cares? Who cares if you lie?
No one's going to fact check because you're not using any sources.
Yeah. What he could have done is also like... I think on some level, he didn't... I think he thinks he's the same person he was when he was like 5. I think on some level, he thinks there's no continuity. I just went through this one period of my life known as high school where it was really shitty because no one was validating my opinions on Nintendo.
Yeah, he never talks... Yeah, he never discerns the differences. He never talks about how he's grown, but he stayed the same as when he was a kid. He has the same interest, but he, the only difference is that beer and job.
Yeah, barely job. I mean,
now he has to go get a house.
Yeah, I think he did not. I think a lot of people can look back at their time as a youth to adulthood, but what he did is he thought that like adulthood was just a blip.
Yep.
On the way towards just playing more video games, and high school was the bad era because that's when people did not like I said.
You can't play games during class.
Right. Or it's like not everyone like thinks you're a genius because you were mad that Luigi and Mario weren't born in Brooklyn or whatever. It's like, I'm sorry. It's like, I mean, your fellow juniors in high school are not going to tell you that's an awesome opinion to have. Like, it's just not how it works.
I think what's frustrating for me is I had the same kind of opinions as him when I was 11.
Yeah. I was just say, like, I think I did care about the lore of Mario, and like, I was like, who is this Rosalina?
Yeah, what's her story?
Yeah. When I was 12, and then at some point you realize like these are like like I said, I just beat Mario Galaxy all the way through. I love that game, 2 pieces, but just like I'm fully aware
You've gone over the bell curve.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
gone from haha, I love these goofy cartoon characters. Top of the bell curve is what's her story? And the bottom of the bell curve on the other side is haha, I love these goofy cartoon characters.
Yeah, because like Mario, it's it's something if there's something in it for you if you're 3 or 93.
Yep.
But to be an adult is to realize it's like this is for kids and it's fun. And
I go back to my premise that I've probably said several times is that a video game is something to experience firsthand.
Right.
He compares this book to, what did he call it? A shot-by-shot analysis of a film.
A film.
I haven't read a book like that before. I think this book's closer to like a travel book or a journal.
Yes. But
a film, everyone has to watch the exact same thing on the screen. In a video game, you get to choose your own adventure.
Very much so. And I think this is why this is a genre of literature that does not exist. I think I hate to give him credit, but I think this was a noble attempt to try something. I think what he should have done is left.
I'll give him that. This would have been better in the hands of a better writer who could have woven a story that wasn't about Mario Brothers 3, but was about a bigger concept.
Right. That being said, did Bob kind of win with like what ultimately became of the long form video essay concept?
Did Bob win?
This is because would you say this is basically that?
No.
Okay.
I get what you're going for.
Yeah.
Those are written extremely well. Have you watched a channel called Ahoy?
Oh, yeah. A couple of videos.
Holy smokes. That is a tour de force of writing,
yes,
of voice acting, of graphics, ideas, history, and research. The guy does whole analyses on a type of gun in a video game.
Yeah.
He'll do 20 minutes on the minigun and like how that has impacted every video game and the gun manufacturer and why it's important for video games and how the sound design and why it feels so good to fire a minigun in Call of Duty or whatever.
Did he do a video on that fake that urban legend game called like Polybus?
Yes, I think it's his top video.
Okay.
Polybius?
Yes.
Pluribus.
Pluribus.
I think AVGN has a video on that too.
Oh my god, we're just what a guy.
Full circle. James Rolfe, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you thinking? No, I mean like I think we said our Tone, I said my piece. It
all comes back to Sopranos.
So
Can you hear us ruffling through our notes, folks?
Yeah, we're
trying to come up with something to say quick.
I will say before, and you're going to disagree. Speaking of long form video essay people, he's now retired from making videos. But
hang on, we have a special guest.
Hold on.
Hold the phone.
Yeah. Thanks, Will. Mike's okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Yeah. So, what was your? So, by the way, this is Billy. He's a friend of ours. He just drove in from out of the area to hang out with us for the weekends.
Wait, hold the mic right down here.
Okay.
Dude, fucking
nice.
Epic. Dude,
beer
epic.
drinking.
Dude, beers.
Man,
so my birthday's actually in a couple days, and he bought me a gauntlet
No one
Yeah.
knows what that is. They think I thought it was an Avengers.
It was a failed
gauntlet.
marketing scheme for Grizzly Wintergreen
So it's
8 years ago.
its only purpose is it seems to hold a single can of dip, and then it really doesn't.
Is that 3D printed?
And a paracord too.
Yeah, and a paracord,
wrapped
sorry,
around
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
A paracord bracelet.
Yeah, if you remember those from like what 2016 or so, when were these things big or so?
It
Yeah.
was such a failed marketing scheme that even their number one consumer didn't want anything to do with it and instantly gave it to us.
One time as a one-off gag, I had a pair of overalls and Billy stitched a gauntlet to like the center of my overalls, like it's like the Tony Stark like arc reactor, like, yeah. Like how Will's doing it right now. Like actually, if you go on Google Images, you can't find a picture of this thing. It's so like failed. As like I think there's a couple Reddit posts and like our like
Apple option.
yeah. It's like I think we brought it to a party out in like Clinton County.
Yeah.
And I think they all did recognize like, dude, you gotta go.
I don't even know what that thing is actually. I've never seen one of those in my life.
That was great.
Great example of a company not understanding their
Yeah.
demographic,
Well, like,
their audience.
It only holds like a can of and then in honor of this discussion, he also got us a Mario 3 poster, and then he got Will an N64 t-shirt. So very, very cool gifts, but he also read the book. Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, close. Okay. Yeah. I should have more to say. I kind of had favorable opinion. I thought it was honest. I mean, was it a good story? Like, absolutely not. Did it need to be written? Absolutely not. Like, were there things that were deep and profound? No. Like, but I think like Bob, he was like, it was honest writing.
That is true. So maybe like maybe don't look at it from the perspective of like its intended goal, but maybe like the actual written word is worth it for one reason or the other.
I thought it was like someone trying to be something and like failing so bad at it. It's like original in its own. Like
I think that's what I was trying to say this earlier, but it was like it kind of did pioneer like the pretentious video essay idea, but like he failed at like structuring it. Like
Duncan, I'm sorry. I'm gonna renege on what I said earlier. I think now that you say it that way, you're absolutely correct. The pretentiousness, that's everywhere now.
Yes, yeah.
Just like when he had lines like just that like millennial humor of like, "Welp, I guess I'll just go to bed." Like that stuff where he's like, you could tell he's actually not a part of the group that knows how to use that style of humor.
Right after he watched The Avenger.
So he's like trying to copy it, but like you could tell he doesn't really know how, and it just feels like it's dishonest and like how do I say like
disingenuous.
I don't know. It's like he's attempting to be something he's not, but he's just doing such a bad job that he's just being himself.
I think I said it has both overshares and undershares. Like it's like there's times when he plays his hand like too much and it's embarrassing, and then there's times when it's like he holds back. Like
goes like
great. Yeah. The part about there's one line towards the end about the grandma where he's like, yeah, I prefer not to face these things or talk about them at all.
Yeah,
it's just like end of the set.
That old.
I'm terrible at these things. All right, to be fair, I actually donut lifts, hooray!
Yeah,
auto-scrolling
ice blocks, donut lips,
yeah,
hooray!
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised with for the most part, like the spelling and the word usage. Like he didn't try like to use vocabulary that he didn't know. The vocabulary did feel like for the most part within his.
I think when it does, it stands out though. Like we got really annoyed with his use of the word quixotic.
Yes.
Chaotic.
Quixotic.
That's like Don Quixote.
No, that's how
it's pronounced. Quixotic.
That's pronounced quixotic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
No. In the context of
French.
In the context of the book, like Don Quixote.
Latin. Yeah,
it's Quixote, but in the context of like English language, like it's quixotic.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But it is about like a Don Quixote type.
I think it's just like kind of like a synonym for like adventurous or like, yeah.
No way. I thought I'm gonna look this word up now.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't even know this
Quixote,
word.
yeah.
I thought it was from Don Quixote, but I look like a idiot on the mic.
What'd you think of the kind of section 2 part where it's like the autobiography?
Okay, it is from Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a character like
But the pronunciation.
Quixotic is it's Quixotic. I thought it was Quixotic, like
No,
Don
no.
Quixote, but
Wow.
Yeah.
that's
I
funny.
did not know if it was from Don
I
Quixote.
knew the pronunciation was quixotic, but
I think the thing that he was referring to that was quixotic in the book was not like it did not remind me of Don Quixote.
because I
he
think
just wanted to use the word. I think
right. Yeah, he used the word vis-a-vis incorrectly, which bugged me. He used I think towards the end he used the word umpteenth, which bugged me. I don't. Maybe I'm just being annoying. I don't know. Like that's not really. That's like a non-word, right? It's like
just really dates the book.
It does, but it also I think it's kind of ahead of its time in a weird way in the sense it's like it's pretentious, and elitist. But I think like he found his niche as a Twitter poster. I think this is the only time this could have been a written book, because just later he would just post, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, the other thing that kind of surprised me too about it was like that the delusion persisted that long to finish the book.
right,
Like,
right.
I was surprised.
I was
Like,
the same thing.
I've had these like illusions of like I'm gonna write this, and in the beginning he's like, this has never been attempted before, and it's like, okay, what the fuck, man? Like, obviously you'll like in a week you'll be like, that was so stupid, but he finished the whole book, and it was like, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, you kept the illusion going the whole time.
I mean, like, I feel like 9 times out of 10, if I'm like writing something, I was like, this is utterly retarded. Like,
you try, and then I'm like, oh god, 2 weeks later,
it's like the fact that like he was able
he
to
never reflected.
Yeah, he's like he never said
dumb
like
idea.
And I think you two said this at one point where it was like he probably wrote all 4 sections at separate times for separate reasons, like. Where it's like section 1 was just him like summarizing the history of Mario.
Yeah.
And then section 2 was his own it's an autobiography. And then section 3 doesn't need to exist. And then 4 is obviously like the actual bulk of the book. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Bill, a big thing that we notice is that he doesn't use any primary sources. He doesn't interview anyone.
Yes.
Like for part 1 especially, it's just read like off the Wikipedia page, basically.
It's
really?
like, I say part 1.
I'd say not completely.
I would say part 1 is like his version of the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
It's like basic. It's basic knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've not read many books, probably books like this before, and
I don't think
I guess it was just like reading a Wikipedia article, like
it's
with narrated by.
Did I tell you that I got back with the editor got back with me of the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I guess I already read it out loud in an earlier recording of this, but essentially what he said was like I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I was like, I really just thought an editor was just supposed to run spell check on it. Like, I guess he didn't think that like an editor is also supposed to literally edit the book to like make it like
the actual editor he hired.
Yeah.
So he just did the spell check, and then
yeah.
And then Bob was satisfied with that.
Yeah. And then apparently the editor, good on him. Like he actually reached out to Bob like 2 years later, and he said like, "I'm so sorry. I should have like been a better editor." And then like
I didn't actually edit your book.
Yeah.
My bad. I know I charged you to.
And then to Bob's credit, he said like, "Oh, it's no problem." Like,
damn.
Ask Bob about this.
I guess we could ask Bob. I guess we could.
Could that be another part?
Maybe.
I don't know if that's picking up on the mic at all, but
Yeah.
So I like the autobiographical parts too.
I think that is far and away.
I would really just the actual Mario section that the book was supposed to be about, which is like the last third,
It is dull as
I would just
dishwater.
omit that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like
God.
I have never played Mario Bros 3, and I really don't want to play it. I tried to play it, and it was hard.
It's hard,
I'm
yeah.
not that good at games, and like so.
I think if you didn't grow up with it, it's like they're just better 2D
Yeah.
Mario games. Like I think
Also, for someone that never played the game, like the descriptions of the characters,
it's bad. Yeah.
it's like it was not sufficient. I had like
Yeah.
no mental image of what's actually
Yeah.
going on. He was spending so much time like describing his like impressions and like his feelings, and it's like you could tell that the Mario characters are so ingrained in his psyche that like he doesn't even consider that other people don't know what they look like.
I want
and
to
act
agree.
like.
Yeah.
And it's like really frustrating because like no, dude, not everyone knows what the hammer, not hammer, the fucking.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like I don't know what that
Fuzzy
looks like.
beetle.
Yeah, I don't want to look it up. Just fucking describe the
I
buzzy
loved how he was
beetle
just, like,
better. Like, what color is the buzzy beetle? Maybe he does this. I don't know.
No, at one point
wasn't good enough though.
he starts listing like the brick types. It was like solid brick,
Yeah.
like hard brick, smash brick.
Okay.
like,
I guess there is that like catalog, but I don't want to
Yeah.
refer back to the
yeah. It was like
or a glossary.
Yeah,
What is that?
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
a
right.
glossary.
It
Yeah.
probably should have been get rid of this history section and then have the journal and then have that
or just have the journal.
or just have the
How
journal.
about just the yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the part I liked.
Well, then at that point, just have a blog, and
Yeah.
that should be on the internet. So
I know, but like I wouldn't read just some idiot's blog. The fact that he went and
Right,
got it
right,
printed,
yeah.
like
I mean, it's I would say like I shout out to the editor because I would have not have reached back out to some rando who's like, why did you? Because I literally was very combative with him. I was like, why did you do this? Like, and why is it so bad? And like, and then he graciously
damn.
answered me, and it was like, hey, it's like this was an earlier time in my career. Like, I just really was trying to get my name out there. Like, it was like, sorry, I wrote the book.
Oh man, aw,
Yeah.
that's nice though.
And then he's a really nice guy. Yeah, and he even recommended like actual books he's like written since then. It was like, I think you'd really like this because it's like done well. Yeah. So
Did he say like what he would have done differently? Like, I would have taken out the actual Super Mario Bros. 3 section of the book.
he very smartly did not give specifics on like his criticism of the book because like
Yeah.
I mean obviously his name is on it, so I wouldn't if it was. I think he did basically say like I would have just edited like how you actually are supposed to edit, which is like moving shit around, changing phrasing.
Yeah.
Like he literally just sounds like he just ran like spell. And I think
Yeah.
and just in our read through in the last hour, like we noticed like several typos, like he got the dates wrong. Hyphen, yeah.
There's some sections like repeated too.
Oh, I never noticed that.
I did not annotate the book, but I remember I was like, I just read this, and yeah.
Well,
Or
I mean,
maybe not like exactly
Doki
repeated,
Doki
but like
Panic comes up like 15 times.
he uses the same little millennial quip. He does
Yeah,
like two
yeah.
sections about the same thing.
yeah, like where you use the same kind of phrasing
Yeah.
twice, yeah. And then like also like he uses the Doki Doki Panic fact 5 times in the book.
Oh, this was the worst, dude. The catalog of the
I think before we met, Will actually skipped the
I had to go back and reread it because you could see that I was like, I'm skipping.
That's yeah. The P-wing. Let me go to what was the beetle? The buggy beetle?
buzzy. We I think we brought that up a couple of times.
He brings up
The buzzy beetle. Let's see if he describes the beetle family of enemies, energetic presence in Mario series. While Buzzy, in-game sprite with his head and feet being the same colors, never says which color these colors are as his shell. Something like a conventional insectoid beetle. His appearance here and promotional artwork depicts him as being, or at least another parenthetical, looking like a Koopa-style turtle who happens to have a hard, smooth shell. So precisely why he's a turtle who happens to have a hard, smooth shell. So, called a beetle. Yeah, it doesn't mention the color of the beetle. Like, really, not even a description at all. Just like more of his opinions about the appearance of the beetle.
It's a one of a kind piece of literature. there will never be anything like this ever again. And they're like, if there's something to say about that, like the fact that like no one sat down to say like you didn't even say the color of like this thing.
His feet and his shell. I guess you could infer that a shell is green, so the feet must be green.
No, Buzzy Beetle's black.
They're black. Yeah.
I only know that 'cause I played
so
the
I guess.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. And that's what. Yeah.
That's really good.
What do you think of his anecdote where he
Black with white piping.
What do you think of his anecdote where he worked at Best Buy and then would sit in his car for hours waiting for his parents to fall asleep?
Wait, what part was that in?
It's in part 2.
Here, I can get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get like those glimpses into his lifestyle actually.
Right,
of, like,
right. And that's
drinking a
fascinating.
bunch of beers and like I know he's kind of performing. They're like,
Yeah.
I drink beer, I live a edgy life. But it's like it is kind of like, damn, you are staying up till 5 a.m. playing
Right.
games as
It was
an adult at your parents.
Because like I think he's trying to do the whole like angry like because like AVG and his whole thing was like he would drink Rolling Rocks and shit.
yeah.
And then like, but he's like, oh no, dude, you're like up at like these insane hours, and it's really his the booze he was mixing is like insanely like stupid, where it's like rum mixed with bourbon, and then like
Cobra drinks.
Yeah.
I did like another part that he was he didn't seem like discouraged about his life ever. Maybe I mean,
no, it was kind of stressful because it was like, dude, like
I don't know. I feel like
casually apocalyptic.
casually. Sorry, yeah, he did use that phrasing.
I don't know. I would feel like kind of
They can't hear that.
I don't just the way I would feel about myself in my life. I think I would be way more discouraged and probably not like have the like I don't know, drive at that point. If I was like living at home, staying up all night, working a dead-end job, I probably would not want to like write a whole book. That wouldn't be my ambition. But Bob still had enough ambition at the time to like do this. So it's like almost like just like I don't know how he's like content with his. That's kind of a nice little part, I thought. Nice aspect of Bob's.
That's a very different opinion.
Damn, that's yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, we were saying like, dude, it sounded bizarre because he was like, why are you sitting in your car, like waiting for your mom?
Specifically,
I know, but he's just like
that where he's like playing Mario RPG, passing time, sitting in the car after work, waiting for the rest of the house to go to sleep before heading home. He never explains why he has to wait for the rest of the house to go to bed.
Why can't you just go to
home.
bed? Like go play the game in bed.
Or like
I mean, he probably
eat dinner and then play the game, then go to bed.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably just like crunching on the controller and chomping chips and probably his dad is like, Bob.
Yeah. Maybe maybe it was like just to not get bothered.
Yeah.
It was like probably just like if I just stay in my car, my dad won't like harp on me, and then like we won't cross paths today.
Yeah, but there's no mention of. That's what I mean to say. Like, there's no mention of that like existential shame or career or just like I'm not doing what I should be doing with my life. Never once is it. It's always just like video games are good for me.
I think I like when he gets his dream job of being a movie reviewer. I think that's cool. He achieved his dream.
Yeah. In that sense.
But it was never like he was never like discouraged. Like maybe I won't ever achieve my dreams. Like it was always just like, oh, this is nice. Like fell in my lap. I did not like.
Here's what we were talking about earlier. I think before he showed up was that like his, like our lives are like childhood, adolescence, adulthood, like college, like adulthood. But for him, it's like it's been all one line, and then the blip in high school where like no one was validating him
his knowledge about video games.
Yeah. And it was like adulthood was good because like he started reviewing movies and video games, and like it was like he literally did go back to the time when like that was the thing to be, which is like obsessed with consoles and yeah. So it's like a decade in darkness. Yeah. His he really, really thinks that like this high school, like instead of like the usual like growth that you have like as an adolescent, it was like this was like the blip.
In my memories, the Great Console Wars dragged on like my own private Vietnam. Yeah, that was a good one. And there's like, you could tell there's sincerely he's not using it like ironically. Like maybe he thinks there's like an ironic side, but I feel like he is just completely sincere.
I think
Beneath
so
any
too.
irony, there is just like more sincerity.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. I think it was a great like character study of a man.
It is.
I'm a
Yeah.
big
yeah.
fan of this.
They tried therapy, but I developed an unhelpful hobby of reading about child psychiatry techniques and then either purposely subverted them or smugly informed the therapist that I knew why he was doing what he was doing. I even had an EKG, parenthetical, which at least required me to stay up all night beforehand watching Nick at Night and playing. He like loves to mention like the exact media. He's just got like media content on his mind at all times.
Nick at Night. The fucking what, King of the Hill, then The Nanny. What is that, our era, right? I don't know. Full House.
You think he actually read child psychiatry?
No, this is all bullshit.
I mean,
Maybe once.
Maybe.
Did he understand
maybe
it?
that-
No.
damn. Was it how old? 15-year-old Bob outfoxing a
Yeah, by a child. Like literally, they're trained to like
They're-
know. Like,
doctorate?
yeah. Like they probably are
They
aware of
play
like how
15
children.
hours
yeah.
of video games a day.
I have.
Too bad I understand you better than you understand me.
For you see, if I have 300 hours in Earthbound and you only have. All right, do you want to wrap this one up or?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No,
You guys could cut my.
No. I think
I do want to talk about the book because I did read it and.
Bill, you're one of the only other people on the planet who have read this book.
No, it does have.
You're like one of like 100 people who have read this book.
I boosted his Goodreads score by 2.5 points. I think with my 5-star.
You give it a 5. It's not
Yeah,
a
I did.
5.
I just had to
felt
be a
bad. You
contrarian.
just felt
Yeah,
bad.
I could not.
Some of those Goodreads, they made better points than we did. Some of them, I don't. Yeah,
I wanted to leave a review and I like wrote half of it and then I got busy and I closed the app and forgot.
I think the best summary I found, and I wrote it in the margins at the beginning of the book, something along the lines of, I was in an AP English class and, I was told that when I was in that AP English class that we're not allowed to summarize a book after we read it, like for our reports. We're supposed to and that's what this is. It's a summary of Mario 3.
yeah.
No
So-
one's ever tried it before, Will. Nobody's attempted this.
Someone's got to.
Maybe it's never been who knows if it's even possible to summarize Mario 3.
Someone's got to jump off the bridge the first time.
All right, Dunk, any final closing thoughts?
I think I've said everything. I'm sure we'll if we ever do this ever again, we'll probably bring this up many times. I would probably say, but as far as like any further, Bob, because I think what we're doing is we're talking about the book itself. I think movie Bob himself. I mean, fuck, we could have entire.
Why didn't this exist before? Yeah, that's my favorite
that's
introduction.
Pretty much what I thought about the whole book is on page 9. Why didn't this exist for video games? And I wrote, because it's not that deep.
So he says, like, what? I mean, has it been attempted even? I mean, people just thought it was impossible before. Like, it never crosses his mind. It's just like, this is a dumb idea. This is like, that's
No,
why.
I do love how like he literally answered his own thesis with just like writing like, yeah, it's a bad idea. It's like, this is kind of boring and kind of stupid. But he still plowed. I think you're right. He still plowed through.
Yeah.
To say you can do it, and then I think no one's done it since. So,
I mean, have you been to Barnes & Noble recently?
I went.
There's 5 years ago or whatever the last time I was in one, they had like a whole end cap filled with Minecraft books.
You
Okay.
could probably AI generate those now. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, these days.
just children reading AI generated oh man.
Yeah, and then I went to the cave, and then I saw a creeper, and there's lava. but the creeper exploded, but I made it away with 1 health.
That's basically what the Bionicle books were. I mean, I would fucking read those
Yeah.
cover to cover, and yeah, that was just describing what playing with the Toa was like.
I tried I could not read the Bionicle books.
I read every one of them for like.
I wanted to love the Bionicle books. I could not even get through it.
Dude, can we have a Bionicle episode?
I think I have a bookmark probably in a Bionicle book at my parents' house on like page 3 of that if I had to find that book. Yeah.
You guys can describe Bionicles to me, and I'll draw them or something. I don't know, like
We'll write a whole book and never mention their color or shape. It'll just be how we feel about them.
No,
This one is the coolest Bionicle.
Actually,
you would know because it's so cool. I love it so much. Parenthetical.
if we this is a whole topic we can get into, but Lego is shutting down all like Bionicle fan media. Like, there's this really deep like fan RPG.
That means that they're gonna make Bionicles again.
That's kind of what I'm hoping. I mean, fuck yeah. All right,
Duncan, I think Bionicles are very ugly, not cool.
well, so that makes one of us.
I might be the only person on the planet. I had one Bionicle when I was a kid, and it was the one that sucked the most. It was one of the villains.
What?
No, it was one of the green ones that went like this, and
That
like,
one
stuck its head out.
The Bow Rock.
Yeah, it had, it had rubber bands.
The Bow Rock.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my only one, and I'm like, this kind of blows.
No, that.
Yeah, that
Well,
one.
you're just wrong about that.
Yeah,
those
you're
are
wrong.
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
No, I had an Apollo lander set that was awesome.
You could put them back in the box, and it
Yeah,
was like
dude, that was awesome.
They were like a bug that was
No,
like hanging from the
and
top.
yeah,
of the,
those ones you
it
could.
was so cool.
because you could rotate the top too,
Yeah.
and like yeah.
No.
All right.
I'm Apollo lander
All right,
pilled.
so we'll have.
And I had the episode 2 speeder that was in the you know what I'm talking about? Where
I know what you're talking about.
where Anakin jumps and he's like, I hate it when he does that.
Yeah, the one that has like the 2 prongs up front.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
All right, so
I had my mom help me put it together.
So we can have a whole episode about Will's retarded opinions on Bionicles and why he's wrong about all of them.
It convinced me that I'm wrong about Bionicles.
It only took him 25 years to to get on the Bionicle train, but alas,
I'm still not. I don't think I will be. I like my historically accurate Apollo 11 lander. All right, that's Bob.
That is Bob. All right,
Bill, any closing thoughts?
Great book. Great read. Recommend it.
yeah, he is the reason
5
why.
on Goodreads.
He is the reason why the Goodreads score went up in the last week or so. So
I would say the autobiographical sections are like those are
it's
entertaining
the best part.
and
It's the
honest.
best
Yeah.
part, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best part.
All right.
We're at 2 hours? Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.